You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius. Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
All that I'm quick and ambitious. I'm from the swamp where you ain't got no business. Where them boys relentless. From where the police never finding no witness. Where war to get out and go right back to prison. They threw him the book a quarter to life sentence. Where he go back in and his brother right with him. Where houses get shot up and spouses go missing. And all that's what's wrong with me. Now got me tripping. Lost about a homicide. I got it on me, that's gon' ride. Trying to do right, but they pushing. He must got a problem looking at me crooked. Should I go wait for him off in the bushes and raise up that heat to his head and start cooking? I got the clip full to keep pulling. Then the judge give me years for each one of them bullets. Bang, 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 ooh wee. I've been ducking, dodging from the demons in my mind, but more is always on the way. Type of thoughts I'm having, have to put on that and never get to see the light of day. Standing on the edge and all I see is red. I hope somebody's still praying for me. I don't give sympathy. Pain, 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 ooh wee. Yeah, pain, 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 ooh wee. Yeah, pain, 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 ooh wee. Yeah, pain, 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 ooh wee.
K Diddy, bang, 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 good riddance. Pick myself up after you did it. I was so broken, a loose cannon, and I took what I learned, made a huge business. Nothing in life that I do different, made a studio into a soup kitchen. I'm on now, are you kidding? Now you cringing like two dudes kissing, that's controversial. Don't mean to get way too personal. Contraband inside my Herschel. Tables turn, this role reversal. It's no call bragging if you stating factual. I move strategic, I do it so tactical. You cannot do what I do, I'm an animal. You are with jokers and I'm with it practical. My name K Diddy, please don't get giddy. I got a girl, but that's just ain't your kitty. We can't do business if it's 50-50 and you ain't no money investing it with me, man. I show no pity. How you get litty when your people broken, they on your committee? That shit should be silly. I be like, really? They should just club you like Billy. Fuck your affiliates, that's just a sponsor at Billy. Your numbers inflated, that's not really millions. I won't say nada like you think you're brilliant. People around you is a fucking idiot, yeah. Building off a facade, only real know that you a fraud. It's eyebrow raising, you clout chasing. Try fuck with me and be an outpay.
Put my hoodie on for you niggas, man. Have my shit up.
Send that fire. Welcome back, welcome back. We are, of course, reacting to independent artists.
I seen his body in the morgue. That shit hurt me to my core. That shit real, it feel like hell. But I've been down here before. Never joined a wave. They washed up and I'm sure. Michael, he goes psycho till his last name and Forbes. Your death date was pre-planned, like a nigga was hitched. You see this thing, I let it ring, like I'm trying to get hitched. I carry the Drake with my woes, plus I'm repping the 6. Bet I won't leave a trail when I step in the mix. Silly rabbit, these are carrots, look like tricks on my wrist. Soon as I ride, niggas go protecting they bitch. Damn, you know what I bleed. I bet Michael know his creed. I be Jordan, you be Pippen. I let your wife meet my seed. I can see the bitch in you. This new Glock is beautiful. Meet you at your funeral. Let it sing like a musical. Hey, I kept a banger for insurance like the general. Better wear a glove before that dope get in your cuticle.
Back in the days, I was a little Mac. Bar heavy, letting the punch out when I spit a rap. Holding an iron mic, trying to become Mickey Facts. License to carry, I'm letting the chrono trigger clap. Got a copper mansion, I'm wondering where Luigi at. Rap Robin Williams, I swear the game genie back. King of Maps, Mario Maker, nobody beating that. Contra, letting it ring, they thought it's PD crack. How I think of that? Legend of Zelda. My mind just linked the
Send
tracks.
that fire up, y'all got music.
You see the cardigan Gucci, I'm fresh, stunting soul controller. Cashmere, plus it got red buttons, AB. If I start to select a game, get worried with the zapper, blow a cartridge like my name was Kirby. Be
We live
afraid
right now on our
cause my
platform.
Resident Evil, GoldenEye. You thought you wasn't getting a sequel.
I'm from the team, do. Player one is my name, and all my friends know, no. No cheat codes in this game. If it's AB, up, down, left, right.
All genres are accepted, by the way.
Fight, the good fight every night.
was out of place. Now I'm in Castlevania, whipping all in the shake. Keep 120, no time limits. Alarm me, you move according to numbers. You roll with Mario Party. Your skill levels are stretched like douse 'em. So I douse 'em in the flexible to the concept, to the game. Much room to grow. Star invincible mode. Watching my dreams land, absorb that in the flow. Kevin Keen of the scene. After image regime, this ninja got his supreme suit of shinobi with schemes. Power is in the glove. 5 fingers of unity. Others link with the vases and Triforce opportunities. Usually after one is a eulogy. Red flag, you losing me. Move grass, I boulder dash your community. It's burger time, get Peter Pepper together. I'm here to measure success in my escape under pressure.
Now here we go. I'm from polar opposites. I'm the coldest and the hottest bitch. Hold your head in the toilet so hoes can know that I'm the shit. The clock's ticking. They say it red, not the hourglass. I'm sure they know what time it is. I'm on it, we gotta win. Yeah, homie, the mafia head. And y'all know Jonathan go harder than lots of skin. I hope these words travel far. I got battle scars like I let go of Mufasa Kid. Long live the king. Now here we go. I need to get a championship for my penmanship. There's nothing short of ridiculous and sickening. Niggas know that I get it in. Pure adrenaline, this remind you of those face Kane slick Rick. Harmony in the middle shit. On the road like Michelin, the bomb like from Michigan. It's only right that they listening, that's the way of the world. The way your baby girl lick your lips on my licorice make me feel illiterate. I go dumb. And I'm right back at it like I left it as it's X-U. Fresh, cool, welcome you and all your favorite rappers in the death pool. Fly to jet blue, fly when I step through. Started off the finest, now I rap Luke, the ladies that love me. All these niggas be hating, they keep it real, man, they don't mean shit, they can't take it. That's why they mentioning us, when they mention the greatness of things we do here at Nuclear. Simply amazing, now you're amazing, now you're amazing.
With the simplest dreams, boom, bap, lunch table, I was killing them beats. My mother, give me your pass, I was roaming them streets. Because you knew I would, ruin anything I could be. I'm chanting and sacrificing everything I believe, and I absorb and manifest anything I can see. Gather knowledge and operate at the highest degree. I live the truth and had to be everything that I preach. Invisible morals, followed by the deepest of souls. Change of the day, I pray that we can be here tomorrow. Dodge cops at many blocks and fences I hopped. Empty pockets on empty stomachs, I wanted to stop. Young scholar became a father, the collars I dropped. The cut I got shot, the glass ceiling shatter up top. I avenge all costs, godlike and awesome. Drop enough gems, I construct the gauntlet.
We got about 1 minute till we officially start.
Me and the others out here, with me and my brothers out here. Gotta look out for those undercover out here, who claim that they love you out here. Even close ones play the opponent out here, So you gotta stay focused out here. Spitting game just in case you don't notice out here. This music only meant for a few. Let's be clear. See the difference with being passive who manage under pressure. To a coward who claim power to flex up, remain relevant regardless of who was next up, and still keep it sick no matter whether the temperature. It's crazy to think that Jane change. It's a shame what people would do as a competitor. Out here they will set you up, flip to get their fetty up. Over little fame so quick to make you ante up. My survivor skills notice live while you're still, cause they hold still the trusted field, the target kill. Out here you gotta be strong-willed. Now with Teflon don't even work to be a shield. Also overrate real, but I give them a different feel. Cause the minute I give my spill, they judging the written skills. But I keep it pushing, Ruth frame of mind like Ozark. Cause out here, if you ain't built to build, you can fall apart. Cause what you're calling art is stick figure pictures, while my scriptures give you visuals with principles to play your part. To sum it up, I'm just different. Who you kidding out here with a hard exterior but with a soft heart? The difference between
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
Oh, hey there, you hosers. It's Arsenal the Beat Chef up there in Canada. When I'm riding on Mooseback, I like to listen to That Dorky Review Show. Dork Squad, eh?
What's happening? It's your boy C-Lo, and you now rocking with one of the livest music review shows across the nation. That Dorky Music Review Show. Tap in and tap out, man. Fucking with Chris nonsense, you know what I'm talking about? It's your boy C-Lo, the YBLENT for Lizzie. Get down and lay down, baby. Real artistry, you feel what I'm talking about? We bringing that real, authentic lyricist shit back. You feel me? It's a Young Black and Loud thing on mine.
If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend right now.
Autobots, share the stream.
I'm gonna stop all my sound. It's not gonna work. One more. And then apparently my camera. Seriously, bro. Hold on real quick. Let me go over here. No, because I can't press it in here anyways. Well.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
All right, big freaking salute. Oh, nope. See, I knew it wasn't gonna pop up freaking right here. Look, give me a second to fix my camera on the tube and such. And also, I'll throw that in while we're waiting. Hold on. Jeez Louise, bro. Should be close to fixing that. For everybody who's tapped in though right now, if you are here for the first time, pretty much we are a live music reaction and review show for independent artists, producers, and bands across the globe, right? So if you have music, yes, you can send it in to my email. That's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. As I said, if you send it via the website, it comes to my same email as well. We do interviews as well, but we react to and review independent artists, producers, bands, and the like across the globe. Do not send us anything or anyone who is already on the radio. So it goes without saying, all your favorite artists who you grew up with. Yeah, don't send them or you rapping on their beats or somebody else rapping on their beats. If it's already a released record, even if it's just the production itself, it will affect how the algorithm on different platforms, picks it up or whatnot. The labels are very stingy when you get signed, and they want us to basically license the ability to play certain records, live, and because we can't do it, we don't know what records you guys are gonna send in that, right? We don't know what we'd even need to license, so it's a little bit harder. So yeah, just make sure that you send something independent. Hopefully you're working with a indie producer and so on. We're on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Hit that like button, tag an artist who you think that deserves to be heard. If you're a manager, you can send your artist to the show as well. I do want to remind you guys, it's one submission per artist in the free line, unless you are sending skips that you either are paying for or that you won on previous episodes, and those that won usually know how to send those in. We did just start as well, and again, happy Monday to everybody tapped in.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Let's go ahead and get this show started, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting, took a whole weekend off, and I'm still trying to see what's up. Let's get, what's freaking popping, been a while. Said shit something crazy to you, man. New Chicago, man. My gosh. I should turn that one down a little bit. Here, let me cut that about halfway. So I was gonna reset anytime I restart the app anyways, big freaking salute to everybody who is here. Be patient if you are in that free line, and we will eventually get you played. But if you do not have patience, or if you're someone that wants more than one of your records played in a back-to-back fashion, skipping the line is the best.
Yo, nonsense and Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were hide. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view, and I'm cool, better act like I'm surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries.
All right, let's go ahead and get right on to it. About to head right into my email. What other things should I
don't need to cause you get bigger. You
Let me see who is first of today. Zay, welcome and congratulations. Let me see. Day with Been a Minute featuring Zay. So gotta make sure I did say to the right order too, but we should be good. All right, rate this in the chat. 1 to 10, any all feedback is welcome. If you wait, we got a few more rules. Don't send us Tidal or Apple Music. And hold on real quick. All right, so as I said, don't send Tidal or Apple Music. I think everything else should be fine. Outside of, again, don't send things on industry beats and such. Hashtag run it back if you love it enough to want to hear it again. We rate on a 1 to 10 scale. And you can hashtag Dorky don't play that. If we're in the free line and you do not like a song one bit, that's -0.
It's been a minute since you tapped in with me. When it comes to insecurities, baby, you got plenty. It's the reason you can't hold on to any of your friendship. When everybody else walked away, I know left you stranded. Got some insecurities you need to work on. Nobody else gon' love you till you learn how to be alone. Got a kid, no, I can't be there like I once was. Hear about how you acting through the grapevine. I feel bad, that shit embarrassing. Told you that I approved of that nigga, I ain't think that you would marry. Demons that you fight might be a little bit more scarier. The ones I got, I ain't gonna deny that shit. I need some to D on scholarship. Put in enough work, but we still put in more trying to polish it. Working on ourselves, and you should do the same. Looking in the mirror, no. Looking in that mirror, no, you ashamed.
Make sure we can hear everything. Get a little time and the people wanna figure chill us out and they hang. Awesome.
Baby, you trippin', I figured I get it, girl, you need space. You hit my line all the time when you need me by your waist. Nah, I'm okay, girl, I'm straight. Don't think there's nothing about you, girl. I can save, can save, can save. Girl, it's been a minute since you been with me. I've been in the city, girl, I've seen you plenty. But this love we shared is running on empty. Girl, I want your time, but you won't give in. I'm done, baby, you won. I don't wanna play these games, this ain't fun. Girl, leave me alone. Stop calling my phone until you put a cap on that tone. Like, girl, I'm tryna right every wrong, but girl, it's time for me to be alone. This ain't what I wanted, but this what you chose. Don't be mad when I go ghost. Go ghost. Be mad when I go ghost.
It's been a minute since you tapped in with me.
End it right
When
there.
it comes to insecurities, baby, you got plenty. It's the reason you can't hold on to any of your friendship. When everybody else walked away, I know left you stranded. Got some insecurities you need to work on. Nobody else gon' love you till you learn how to be alone. Got a kid, no, I can't be there like I once was. Hear about how you acting through the grapevine.
Sometimes, man, I just chill. There's a lot of time where I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I just feel listen, I didn't say anything at all. All right. How y'all feel about that right there? 1 to 10, any no feedback is, of course, welcome. Like, listen, beat is a banger, of course, has a good vibe within there. Something that I feel like, a lot of people could rock with and rap to in a lot of different ways, speeds, whether or not you're going in there melodically or just like straight rapping, right? And then when it comes to the performance, I felt like he has a decent energy, right? There's something that you have that I think people would rock with, but I also fear too many people might feel like you sound probably exactly like, Lil Baby and certain artists that they heard before. That is a little bit of a problem, just because, man, a lot of us come from different eras where, like, you had to, every one artist, okay, you have to get into this mindset to understand how certain people are going to think, right? Because There was an era where every single one artist had to be completely different than every other artist out there. You could not sound like that person if they came out sounding a certain way. Otherwise, they would say you were swagger jacking. They would basically blackball you, and you'd be the next person that everybody sort of talks about. So nobody sounded like each other. Old Dirty Bastard is completely different from DMX, who's completely different from Busta Rhymes, who's completely different from Crazy Bone, who's completely different from Jay-Z, who's completely different from Nas, who's completely... I could keep going on for hours and we would still be saying who's completely different from, right? So the point is, if you think with that mindset, I feel like a lot of you will be further along quicker, because when we're feeding off of other artists' energy and sounds, if we sound too much like them, all most people are really going to say is, oh, it makes me want to go listen to that other artist, right? If you sound too much like Drake, they're going to be like, okay, well, why do I need you when I have Drake? Unless Drake is, you know, not doing it for them anymore. And so you sort of feed into that sort of that sector that artist is not doing it. But like, you know, I can't, just me personally, I can't feel comfortable if I sound too much like somebody else, and if every time, you know, people hear me, they'd say, oh man, you sound like you're inspired, you know, fully by this artist, and vice versa. You have to have, like, you know, 80% yourself, 30%, you know, that other, you know, whatever the influence is or whatnot, right? But you want people to be able to hear you even more so, right? I always talk about the type beat phase, right? And how we need to get out of that, because the type beats inspire type artists, and it doesn't really allow you or the producer to really have your own sounds. You're immediately going into a very specific lane that people have already heard. They know it. You know, both of you feel like it will be the easiest ways to promote yourself, because everybody's always, oh, let me look for this when I'm just trying to freestyle or do anything. But, you know, I feel like everybody would be further along if you're the next big new thing, that thing that, like, you know, really inspires people to wanna get in there and do something different. Like when Joyner Lucas came out, like, he was pretty much that. Lil Dicky at his time, Odd Future when they came out, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are ways to get in there and feed into your own sound, your own movement. You know, I think it does start with you working with very specific producers, not going into the type beat phases and sort of going from there or whatnot. But either way, I think the record is decent. I appreciate when you have an energy, and when you are doing anything melodic, right? Auto-tune or not. I don't like monotone, right? So if you're in the lower tones and you're just like kind of boring, I mean, that's what most people sort of can think when you're only in the lower tones. When you go into higher tones, people tend to like that a little bit more. It's more energy as well. And the other criticism that I had was, you got to make sure that you make everything that you're saying on a record be as clear as possible, right? The only time you can truly do, right? And here's the formula. If you're really trying to do like mumble rap sections in your song, where like we can hear mostly some of it, and then other parts you just kind of like slightly slur your words a little bit, you have to actually do the thing where you say the actual words first, and then you repeat the line again with the slurs or whatnot. That way we at least know what you said, because when you're doing it on the records, you're basically expecting us to guess what you're saying. That doesn't necessarily help. Yes, you can have a lyric video, but you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I don't want to talk too long or whatnot. I give you a full-on review. Now, Liquid said, I would prefer more original than sounding like what's already out there. Rudy Dan said, facts. We had a 7. I was vibing, you know what I'm saying, from Dirty Dan. And let me see. You know what I'm saying? Decent song from Desky. And what'd you say? First and third verse need mix work more throughout the song. 6.8. And since I'm crazy for you. Oh, by the way, it got to 3 minutes and 6 seconds, so I do want to congratulate you on that. It's because I know. I think we all know, like, there are many artists who will try to do the minimal, right? They're more quantity over quality, and anything under like that 2 minutes, I always feel like we're only really getting a taste of what the artist can do. And in these days, like, when you could possibly be the one time someone hears you, right? And they'll never hear you again. Why would you not want to spend more time in your songs, right? So for me, if you're willing to go to, somewhere near that 3 minutes, I appreciate you. Just for not getting in, out, and that's it, right? But there's definitely still a potential better structure that can be there. Let's go ahead and jump back in the free line again and see what we'll have. For those of you on TikTok as well, man, what do you guys think about the record and stuff like that? 1 to 10 if you guys got to hear it. We're gonna jump into the next record right now. Let's see what we got. Let me close some of these windows. Close it, close it, close it, close it, close it, close it, close it.
Okay, Lex, turn this bitch up one time.
All right. All right, Big Dizzy. We got Big Dizzy with Shake and Bake.
I like to see you twerk. Is you doing this on purpose? I like to see you twerk. Girl, do your thing, don't hurt.
Do a thing on the pole, and my baby go. She's taking my soul. She get wet as a boat. I'm in love with a bro. If you try to know, so what she about? I ain't letting her go. It's not my fault. I like my bitch a little wretched. She throwing that ass, cause she know I'm gonna catch it. Not going front, she a little ass backward. I rock that boat, she like I got that. Not going loud when it comes to twerking, my baby be snapping. Shorty on demon time like Kazuya from Tekken. I'm nuclear warfare, sex is a weapon. If I was for other time, she'd love every second. She got down on her knees like she trying bless it. I really fuck with her cause she puts in effort. As soon as I send a text, she read my message. Told her about LOD, now she wanna rep it. He's like, how can you cuff her? That's cause they didn't fuck her. That's my bitch and I love her. Whatever she want, that shit covered. Shit, I'd kill for her brother.
You gotta send to my email.
Try and show y'all game, cause I go hard to the buzzer. My bitch nasty and I like her like that. When I got
Get
up
yourself
and left, she
in
like
line.
coming right back. I hold her down and she got my bag. I'm the only one in her DM. She cut all the side chats, so I'ma hit you right back. I like to see you twerk.
What you say?
Is you doing this on purpose?
What you say?
I like to see you twerk.
Okay.
Girl, do your thing, don't hurt.
She like to shake and bake, grab an eighth, like Houdini, make a great escape. Separate, no way, she my day-to-day, she set 'em straight. Get away like a lemonade, you wanna see me, you gotta set a date. Like, how can you wife her? Same way that I pipe her. We like Mario and Peach, why you hating like Bowser? It's only been 60 minutes, and we talk about hours. Soon as we met, we was cooking, we like panini and chowder. Rada, shorty shake a lotta, I can't break it out. I guess she suck me like a Stanley bottle, make a nigga holler. Shorty kick it like we playing soccer every day. It's like I'm moving in a spot I'm not, but I got her in the pocket.
I like to see you twerk.
Okay.
Is you doing this on purpose?
That's right.
I like to see you twerk. Girl, do your thing.
This is Big Dizzy with Shake and Bake.
She's taking my soul. She get wet as a boat. I'm in love with a bro. If you try to know, so what she about? I ain't letting her go.
I'm always looking for freaking new things to put my verse on. Freaking, you know what? This is the thing when you got a twerk on.
Okay.
All right. So, out of all the records that I have heard from you, this is the first one that does feel like it's a little bit more like club centric, right? Or, again, when I try to do them twerk records and stuff like that, this feels like it's within there. Yes, we still want a better polish when it comes to the mix and stuff like that, right? Like, look, there ain't nothing wrong with you getting into the indie elements when it comes to the mixing, but we do and will let you know when we are hearing what feels like a professional version of the song. That means if your record feels like it would be out there now in stores, on vinyl, full music video, feature with a big artist, all that good stuff, we'll let you know. Always try to eventually work to that point, because the last thing you want is for 99% of your content to be in a sort of position where, in order for it to be taken seriously, you have to re-record it and go back to the studio, right? As long as you're willing to do that work. But most artists aren't. They basically, whatever you just recorded, in most cases, you never go back in. You just, leave it where it's at, move on to the next song, try to release that, and you hope one of your records pop. But you guys have to put that work into every single song. Think about your favorite artist, right? If it's a Kendrick, if it's a Drake, if it's a Jay-Z, if it's a whoever it is, all of them have so much pressure on them when they release one song, let alone an entire album, because they know you're going to analyze each song, right? Every single one, it has to be top notch in terms of how they rap, the concepts, you know what I'm saying? Or you guys will hand them a new one. We are no different. All right, remember that as best you can. We are literally no different when it comes to that ridicule, and people will understand where we're independent. Maybe we don't have access to studios just yet, but they're impressed when we do take that time to do as much as we can to learn our song, to actually get in there and record it in the best ways, have it mixed and mastered, be on the best beats, have an energy where people want to tap into it, right? The difference in our songs are always going to be, are you a background artist, or are you someone who demands so much presence, just even with your voice and how you rap, that when your thing comes on the radio, people turn to each other first, right? And then they crank it up and then just experience your song. You want people to feel like they need to experience your song regardless of where they are at, right? And so they have to stop and be like, yo, what's that? And then, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shut up, man. You know what I mean? All that. If you are a background artist, though, your song comes on, maybe they don't yell at the DJ or like immediately cut and turn to another station or something like that, but they're also not paying attention to it. It's like you come on, you're just kind of like, whatever energy, you're not really saying things that they haven't heard before and stuff, and if you do a lot of that, you'll miss out on people, I think, writing for you as the next new best thing potentially. And you said the mixing isn't that good on my song and stuff like that. It's all good. We'll see how good it is, or how much more work that's needed on yours when we get to it. Dave said you sent a skipping clip. Give me a second. I will see all of your mama knows you be. You're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? All right, let me see. All right, I got you. Dave, did you send yours also? Yep, yes you did. Let me see which one that you... Is it 1 or 2? Just trying to make sure or whatnot, because either you're doing assuming you didn't just throw in 5 extra for no reason. It's 15 for 2 songs if you want an extra one, or 15 for 1 song if you want me to basically record it on all of our platforms and upload it as a spotlight review and stuff like that. Again, if you check my TikTok and the others, you'll see the posts that I do when it comes to these, as well as some of the other industry artists. He said it's just 1. So do you want a skipping clip? I could do that. Give me a second. Let me just make sure I load the YouTube link up real quick. And write the name of the song down. We had a 4.5 on that last one. Hold on, we had a 4.5 on that last one by Boo. Let me see. Desky was like, fact. He's at 8. Mixes needs work, so it'll be a banger. Dirty Dan said 3 wasn't feeling it, Desky. And then 6, not feeling the mix or the dry hook, right? You know what I'm saying? So a little bit of energy there. Did you feel like he needed to ramp it up? Potentially? Okay, let me see. And then Dave the Mess. Where you from, man? Where is Dave the Mess representing? You getting these Cali years, man. I'm out here in Cali, so okay, Portland, that what's up. That's what's up, man. Any influences and stuff like that? We're gonna go ahead and jump into it in just a moment. Let me do this first before I press the button. And then we gonna come back here. I'm gonna press that record button. There we go.
Nonsense will always be rapping these verses. Everyone told me get back in the circus. Everyone out doesn't rap with a purpose. This isn't real, man, I'm actually nervous. Aliens out here attacking the surface, shooting the schools and attacking the churches. Nothing we're doing is actually working. Look, Miley Cyrus is actually twerking. This is absurd and I'm always observing and quickly to turn and throw it in that
whatever. Y'all know what it is, man. Listen, we are in the middle of the skip and clip of Dave the Mess with Look Back at It whatnot. It is a little bit of a YouTube video and audio, so give us your thoughts on both the visuals and the audio.
Our journey begins with Dave the Mess inside his hotel room. For the first time in his life, he's 14 days sober. The odds are stacked against him, even though he's in the program. The journey begins here. It starts now.
You're a bit of a live comic book kind of thing.
Came up in the dark where the sun don't shine. Lost in the cycle, barely walking the line. Bottle in my left with the pipe in my right. Chasing every high just to make it through the night. Numb to the pain when the demons take over. Dave the Mess with the weight on my shoulders. Woke up in a place where my name meant nothing. Looked in the mirror and I can't even function. Had to break free, switch up from the road. Went to a meeting and I had to take notes. No more running and drown in my soul. Now the mic is a therapy, I had to let it go. I'ma flip it like this, turn the past to a lesson. Every track that I drop is a straight up confession. Had to thank God cause I got a true blessing. Ain't no turning back, I'm alive, no question. Look back.
I like that you're still within the chorus on this. Ad-lib wise, right?
I wouldn't get all this hanging in my nothing year.
Do you know who I am, Mr. Wally?
They was gonna come back.
Who are you?
Where did you go?
The Antichrist.
Sir?
Dave and his girlfriend set out to start a new life, rooted in sobriety. But staying clean is just one part of the battle. Between working a 9 to 5 and writing music in his room, Dave is facing life head on and working the steps. One day at a time.
One day at a time.
What happens
you know
next?
What I'm saying, all right, big salute. What did you guys? Hold up. Let that run through. Man, you got like your own outro. You got his own like legit like outro for the video and stuff. All right, so big salute. A. What am I? When the A, B, C, D. A. We have you know, very hip hop centric, you know, record when it comes to both, you know, how you rap, the production, your initial style. I always appreciate what artists still bring to the table when it does come to like that era of sound. I never have lost a love for it. I'm not someone who, oh, I need everything to sound, you know, new in terms of, you know, what we're hearing, you know, style wise, right? So I appreciate that. I appreciate, you know, the bars, your voice, again, very hip hop centric. You remind me, did someone say Juggalo vibe? Yeah, see, I was reminded of if ICP, you know, and hold on, it kind of reminded me of if like ICP got on a straight just like hip hop sort of like binge or whatnot, right? If they got a little bit out of when it comes to the beats, the Juggalo stuff, and they went into more of a like, you know what, let's do something, you know, on some DJ Premier, on some Ninth Wonder, on you know, different things like that. You know, it sort of got into there. My disappointment with it was more that it was short, right? When you hear a dope freaking beat, sir, right? Like, we should waste absolutely no time with making sure that we just like eat it up, you know what I'm saying, as much as possible, right? So you want to have as many verses as it allows you to feel. If it's an intro, I get it. Interlude, I also get it. Outro, I will also make excuses for that. But I've never heard a beat that I've wanted to both rap on and then only do one verse and then just like, you know, get out of there and stuff like that, right? Like, I'm always, you know, wanting to make sure, like, you know, people get to hear more of me. It's an opportunity to, you know, just make sure that you can continue to impress. Because as I said earlier, there are times when, and I don't know if you were in the building at the time, but there are times when some people will get to hear you only one time, where like they just by chance they're tapping into the show, or you happen to come on the radio when they're like heading on their way to work and like are already there, so they don't have enough time to really fully, you know, engulf everything, but they can take in one song of yours. For me, I always want you guys to take that time, do as much as possible. I was at least appreciative that you also got on the chorus a little bit with the ad-libs, with the sort of, you know, sample chorus that was there, because it gives you something to also do on stage, right? We always want to think about, what am I gonna do while my chorus is happening? You know what I'm saying? If I'm not actually on the chorus, hold on, I gotta write something. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. If you're not actually on the chorus, you know, it'll be weird just you standing there while the chorus is just playing, right? So I always, you know, tell artists to add the example or add something while the chorus is going on, you know, places where you can like fit in there and do something, you know, unless you plan to, yeah, put your hands up, you know what I mean? All that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Video wise, right? Very indie, you know, professional in areas because there's editing, there's different scenes, there's, you know, it's not just a one shot, everything slow-mo and in one sort of like filter, you sort of do different things, you know, throughout, you know, and it holds us over or whatnot, right? But again, there's always gonna be a little bit more that you can do to freshen things up, but I appreciate that. And he said, yeah, did all my own vocals, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the chorus, and that's what's up. That's what's up. Record Child, what up, dog? You know what I'm saying? He said, what up? You said that classic nostalgic vibe was there for sure, like a Wu-Tang meets Ice Cube and some. Oh no, ICP vibe. My bad. But shit, Ice Cube too, though. You know what I mean? That just like popped out. You know, but like when you think there was a certain era where like he would have got on some shit like that too. Let me see, and it's a transition, not a song and stuff like that. Okay, I feel you, my brother. And he said Juggalos with Juggalo vibes for sure, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eric. Gear with the 3 fire emojis. W Concept from Gear. Shout out. And just sent something. Shout out to Juice. Shout out to Juice. Where's everybody else from who is tapped in on our TikTok side? We're gonna go ahead and tear up YouTube. What up, fools? 4.5 was that for the last one? Let me see. Okay, I think those were the last ones. Hold on, let me get back over here. Did I fuck with bro? 9. It's from Dirty Dan. Boom Bat. Liquid said. And then yo, did you get 28 or whatnot? You know what I'm saying? Did you get a confirmation email back to your email? Always check.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to
Always check.
ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Check your email after you send yours, whether you send via the website or you send directly. You should get a confirmation back within like 10, 15 seconds or something like that. And then if you got it, then you never have to ask. New York and Colorado are also in the building. And let me see. We're gonna get back into oh man. I gotta just make sure I gotta get off, I guess, earlier tonight. We'll see what's up. All right, let me see. All right, I'm gonna head back into the free line in just a moment.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, knowing I'm a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so...
I see somebody else get the line as well, so actually we're gonna hop into yours. Let me see. And just make sure we got yours in the... Yep, gotcha. All right, so we got one more before we jump back into the free line. Unless another skip comes in and stuff like that. I'll keep you guys updated always. It is Graded X. So we're going to go ahead and drop that drew. We're going to jump that drew. Appreciate y'all. Also, thank you for the likes, follows. I'm gonna follow some of you guys back. If I'm not already, give me a second. This is Graded X. Welcome back. Let's get you in here and make sure we download yours. Yours is Never Look Back. And D1, is it D1.0? Man, you gotta let us know what that is. I'm not gonna put pre-master in the... Oh yeah, let me make sure I save this to the right folder. And I3, I2. I'm just kidding, I'm not even near there. All right, now... I3, I2. Rate this in the chat. 1 to 10. Any no feedback is welcome. We got Graded X with Never Look Back. I would have been talking here. And y'all know everything we've been through, it was all worth it.
Never look back, look at what's next. Take the L like a champ, we gon' bounce back. Got it on lock, and it won't stop. We gon' grind till we can't, and we on top. Never look back, look at what's next. Take the L like a champ, we gon' bounce back. Got it on lock, and it won't stop. We gon' grind till we can't, and we on top. Yeah, I'm reminiscing, homie, that's a given. Fuck the shot you missing, shoot it like you hitting. Are you dying, are you quitting? Tell me what's the difference. Why you crying, why you bitching? You can reach the distance, push it to the limits. Might be hard to finish, think about if you did it. Many people wishing that they follow through the end and wishing that they finished, that they had the chance again, but time to keep on ticking. Me, I'm seeing visions, seeing that I'm winning, so I'm on a mission. Fuck them people dissing, trying to tell me that I can't, but damn it, I'm not listening. Trying again and again, I promise while I'm living. Yeah,
cause a nigga gifted and only want the big fish. Damn, gotta keep on living. Swear these niggas trippin'. Never catch me slippin'. Never look back. Look at what's next. Take the L like a champ. We gon' bounce back. Got it on lock and it won't stop. We gon' grind till we can't and we on top. Never look back. Look at what's next. Take the L like a champ. We gon' bounce back. Got it on lock and it won't stop. We gon' grind till we can't and we on top.
There's more. A lot of times if you on something high, there's no like rails on the shit, they'll fall. I don't even know what I'ma do, but I know that I am cool. Matter what fact, this is music, and I know that if I'm cold, I'll hop in a pool. Wait, no, I think I'm hot, right? Said solid flow. It's the end of this song. Do you really think that he ended it wrong? Cause that ain't no last verse. And a lot of times if you like fall up on your butt, you know that your ass hurts. People also like wanna wonder why your freaking chick randomly will go out wearing a glass skirt. I don't even know what the heck I'ma do. I don't belong up on this song and like neither do you. No, I'm just playing. He was really dope and then he had the content. I don't know why I'm even on this shit. I'm talking nonsense. All of y'all are freaking leaving right now. Probably like y'all probably saw a bomb threat. Like, let me stop. Anyways, big salute. I don't belong on these records.
I'm more of a comedic rapper.
All right, 3 minutes, and well, I mean, no, we can't say anything regarding the time because there's still one more section in there that potentially you or another artist could go in there, right? I do feel like these kind of records, man, if you get like a female singer, okay, if you get a female singer or potentially just like it could be female male or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna discriminate, you know what I'm saying? You can get the right artist, it will be dope, right? And for every single artist in the building right now, open verses are the best way not only to promote your songs, whether or not you like really want someone to be on the final version. It could be a remix or whatever, but the thing is just think about it like this, right? It's, let's say you have your song, maybe it's already complete or whatnot, but you are thinking about a potential remix, right? So you have an open verse version that you sort of do maybe for TikTok and some of the other platforms, and within that, right, everyone who sees or hears the concept of your song, you know what I'm saying, based on maybe a little bit of your verse, chorus, they'll automatically start getting an idea of what they could either write or freestyle, right? And they'll push out their own video, right? That video connects right to you. So every single time, let's say if it's me, I have an audience myself, if I am doing one and putting out that, it's connecting back to you. Everyone in my audience sees it. They also may want to do one because, oh man, I bet you I could do an even better verse, right? People love to compete, but also if something inspires them to want to write or do it, like they're going to do it. And then again, all of our audiences basically will see it. We want to push those things too. We don't want one person to freaking see the posts that we have. So we're gonna try to push those situations and get the post out. So when and if you can do stuff like that, it'll help your song get a little bit better out there with a potential feature. I do like the fact that there are that live instrument kind of feel, right? Anytime you have either a guitar, maybe a piano, something like that, you can bring those elements to the live performance. You can literally just have a guitar and do the exact same song right now. You know what I'm saying? Like pull it out if you know how to play those chords, and then go ham in a live performance just in something intimate. People love Tiny Desk right now because of that reason. You're able to get an intimate kind of performance. It's a real performance. It's not them with any backing vocals and stuff. It's you being you with sometimes minimal or you know, making sure that everything is replaced with a real, instrument as opposed to, you know, fully digital elements and stuff like that. And it's always impressive. In terms of the performance, I like the energy, and you know, like I knew you was gonna fit that, you know what I'm saying, right there. But if you were to have, again, we going back to the singer, just even for background vocals on top of what you're doing, you know, it'll add a new sort of like flavor to it. And of course, you know, working that way, I think, is even doper, because too often, you guys acquire a beat that already has a chorus on it, and you don't even know the artist. Like, so if the song blows, you know, how do you contact that specific artist to go perform, you know, at the Grammys and do the video and all that? And you do want to think futuristically with that, in case your record does, you know, end up being one of those too. But yeah, you said I tried. It's hard to sing and play for me at the same time. I think, hey, I got that same kind of brain. I do know, like, practice makes perfect. And so, you know, really try to practice being really good at one thing, and then try to eventually weave in, you know, the other within there. Even more like just practicing other artists' songs, right? Especially when it comes to like playing guitar, covers and stuff like that are always done. Take lessons, look at videos, do as much as you need to. You know, you got to kind of bring it to pandemic times, right? In the pandemic, everybody had nothing but time because we was basically locked in, right? And if you think about that time of just like, man, I actually read a book, or, you know, caught up on all the whatever that I missed out on, or whatever. Like, think about that, just research time, and how well that might have gotten you into a few other things, whatever that might have been. Hopefully we do get to see that. I mean, look, I would love to actually see and challenge you guys to actually, you know, doing that, right? If you come back, matter of fact, come back with an actual performance, like I'm saying, you playing guitar of your record. You know, if you can legit do it, I will give you a free skip to actually put it in, right? So we ain't gotta wait, you know, for it or whatnot. So I challenge you, practice, see how well that will work or whatnot. And like, again, if that's something that you know, succeed in, literally, not only are you going to feel good about, you know, yourself and being able to go and do the same thing potentially publicly, but that gives you a new upgrade. Artists know I'm always talking about, like, as you do more things throughout your, you know, artistry, throughout your career, it's like an RPG. Right? You upgrade, you gain new skills over time, new weapons. And as artists, it's the same thing. We have to continuously be, you know, growing, figuring out what is the even better version of me. If you look at all the artists, even through the industry, the ones we grew up on, they were very different when they first started, and then eventually grew into something very different. Eminem, when he first started, sounded a little bit more like AZ. Right? Then he grew more into the Slim Shady version, you know, which was a little bit more, you know, goofy, fun, animated, you know, very, very out there, lyrical, but in a different way. And he started, you know, up from that when it came to like Marshall Mathers, you know, EP, LP, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. He grew even more. Like, you started seeing more of, you know what I'm saying, himself. Over time, he then started doing a few more melodic sort of situations, and then, you know, the flow, you know, sort of like writing beats, rapping fast with like Rap God. Like, he showed that he can do a few different things. Busta Rhymes, very much, you know, the same, right? Jay-Z, very different when he first started to when he came out. Only person that I can say probably has always been the same and probably has never sounded any different and hasn't changed, and we don't even knock them for it, is Nas. Like literally when he first came out, he sounds like that Nas still today. And he could still get on beats that sound like it would have been on Illmatic, and we'll still love him for it, right? Jadakiss, I think he sounded a little bit more different when he was with Bad Boy than when he got with Rough Riders. You know, he sounded different. The D-Block days, more or less, he still always has been the same Jada in terms of being able to always have dope verses. I've never heard a bad verse from him. And I can say the same thing for the Locks. Anyways, so we don't stay on here forever. What do you say? Yeah, I tried. That sounds hard. I think that's what you said. And you're right. I just made 2 open verses recently. There we go. Make sure you tag them. Think about keywords when you guys are posting as well in the descriptions. You want to just be specific to anything that, like, look, if you were searching for your piece of content, you know, what would you put in, or what would you put in the description and title and stuff like that, because that's what we would type in if we're looking specifically for something like yours. All right, we're gonna jump back into the free line right now. I appreciate y'all patience as we roll through.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
Said make something just for you and shout you out. Desky said. Let me see. What do you say? 50 to 60. Oh, you were saying, because I was asking Big Dizzy, has he priced any studios in like his area and stuff like that. 50 to 60 an hour is not bad, right? Okay, so equate it to this, right? Equate it to, like, damn, video games are like expensive today. Like they went from 60 to like 70 and 80 essentially. Thank you, game studio. But equivalated to that, right? When you are thinking about the, 50 to 60 an hour situations, make sure that you don't go to a studio to just kind of lollygag and like maybe I'll figure out a song. That's where you want to make, any record that you have that people are gonna rock with is proven that they have loved, but can use that professional touch. Those are the ones that you need to go back and basically redo, and you'll know them a little bit more, right? Because you had them for some time, you've sat with them, anything that you would potentially have wanted to improve with, but take your time, figure out the ones that you would go, and then again you could probably knock out a song every maybe like 20 minutes or so. Like you could get at least 3 or so. That depends on if mixing and mastering would be included in that studio session. In that case, there would be a recording, and then like, let me get you a decent mix before you go up this record type shit. So you have to at least ask those kind of situations. They'll probably have different prices or tiers or something like that. But also, eventually I want to see what the rates are in everyone's areas and stuff like that, right? Some of you guys do need those mixes to really, get to the right places. And if I could do like gift cards and stuff, right? Get y'all gift cards to those studios or whatnot as prizes. That would be dope. So you guys can actually get to the studio. I'll pay for y'all session, and hopefully that's something that we can make happen in the future. But we have right now Dirty Dan with How It Feels. He said 150 for the new board. What, standard or like the deluxe?
I realize I have nobody.
You don't have nobody, bro. You got the dog squad.
I can't express how I feel. And when I do what I want to do, I wind up making things worse for myself. So, here I am.
Talk about
Sorry, not no sorry, don't mean to waste your time. I'm thinking about the future without you on my mind. I contemplate a lot, and it's hard to tell that line. But life short as it is, why won't you stay in mine? Them folks will never get it, I'm numb and apathetic. I need my medications, tell somebody call a medic. You played the victim well, and I played apologetic. It won't ruin our love, but it will if you let it. He just wanna be cool. Wish his life had a restart button. People saying he too rude. This is how it feels, you ain't got nothing. How it feels when you ain't got nothing. How it feels when you ain't got nothing.
So this is his first attempt at
when you ain't got
nothing. I don't know, probably not. I'm sorry that I asked, I'm just trying to save a spot. I would give it all I got just to clean my dirty thoughts. I guess life's a bitch and I'ma fuck her good until she drops.
I see you, Fresh.
Wreckage, trying to see a new perspective. All the secrets that I kept and trying to turn into a blessing. Your knowledge is a weapon and you use it as one. Just to gratify the message, you abusing that gun. Most important thing to me is that you learn I'm only human. Mama said she disappointed in the shit that I be doing. I just take things that I've been through and I put it in this music. Run away from my problems with drugs, I abuse them. Sorry, not no sorry, don't mean to waste your time. I'm thinking about the future without you on my mind. I contemplate a lot and it's hard to tell that line. But life short as it is, why won't you stay in mine? And folks will never get it, I'm numb and apathetic. I need my medications, tell somebody call a medic. You played the victim well and I played apologetic. It won't ruin our love, but it will if you let it. He just wanna be cool. Wish his life had a restart button. People saying he too rude. This is how it feels, you ain't got nothing. How it feels when you ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
How? Let me stop it. How it feels. All right. The mass, well, like the record itself was low, right? I literally couldn't do anything to really turn it up. Thank you for your sub. I really couldn't do anything to turn the record up, right? It was on SoundCloud, right? If it's on a platform that has a volume knob that goes from 0 to 100. Once we get to 100, there literally is no more, right? And so if it's at that 100 and we have that need and want to crank it up a lot more, I feel like, you should know like where your record, lie. So definitely, even before you sort of like really try to put it out there on like YouTube and everything, do make sure that you get the full, mix and master potentially, right? Now, this was your first time getting into a record, kind of like, singing. You did a little bit of rapping and singing, on there. I feel like, what it's missing is the harmonization, right? As you're, you need like a higher tone also. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, right? But when you do things like that, when you add the layers on your record and harmonization, do make sure that you add an equal amount. That means one for the left, one for the middle, and one for the right. You want all three of them to be different voice signatures. Do not just simply copy and paste each of them on top of each other. All it does is make one vocal louder. All right, so make sure that you literally, like, you have one take there, and sort of on certain parts where you do have things that would be well harmonized with, you go in there and you do 3 of those, add one of them to the left, other one pan to the right, keep that other one in the middle. If you do any extra ones, right, you want to pan those to a different number, maybe 50% to the left and right. Vice versa. Treat it like you're actually having a choir behind you. Also, any extra vocals that you have that you'll do on a record that go on top of other vocals, cut them down a little bit more. Do not ever have all of the vocals basically the same volume, because they'll clash essentially with each other. It'll feel like there's too much going on. This is a heartfelt heartfelt-esque kind of record, right? With the production, the piano, and it should be something that people feel like with their heart, you know, almost, right? And sort of like feel something, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more. So there are areas that I do think that need, you know, a little bit, you know, more work, just like the last record though. You know, another artist on top of what you're doing to give you a little bit of that support, not to sort of take over unless you wanted that to happen, but to sort of, you know, give you that support on top. I think that would, you know, help elevate things too. Because sometimes I know you guys do want to get in there, kind of sing things, you know, yourself and do things. But, you know, if it doesn't feel like you're putting that confidence, that real full confidence into it, you need something to be, you know, backing you, or for you to really, you know, kind of do, you know, some of those parts over or whatnot. Believe in yourself, trust it. It's not necessarily a thing where, you know, you kind of want to add, you know, auto-tune and stuff like that. Melodyne, if anything, if there are tones that aren't perfect, but also sometimes you're not gonna hear those things. And so going to studios, we're always gonna re-promote that all over again. Going to studios will always give you that person who will hear, oh man, your tone is off, can you do that again? Or they'll just know that they can fix it in post. And you want to be able to have, you know, the best, you know, situations to really compare and contrast for. Let me go ahead and read off what you guys were saying in the chat real quick, and then we'll jump back into the free line. Let me see. Okay, Dusky with a 5.5. Let me see. Yep, what up? Shout out to Mr. Fresh. Mr. Fresh is next. He got to skip in the line as well. Big Dizzy said, I see the potential 6 or 7 though. Rough Dirty Dan said, my bad, that ending, you know, changed it to a 4 and stuff like that. Hey man, you know what I'm saying, you gotta let us know what happened. Then would you say it's not bad, learn vocal control, could be a good song. Underworld bro said. And then Dirty Dan, yep, pro tips, should we be doing that with rap song ad-libs? Yes, like you don't want, just imagine, right? The way you guys got to think about anything extra that you have on any record, right, is like you're the main artist, right? So whatever your first main vocal is on any track, whether it's for the chorus, whether it's for the verses, you know, that's the main thing that we need to hear essentially first. Anything you do after that, they should be behind you, right? So you cut that down a little bit more so it's accenting what the main vocal, you know, is doing, but not necessarily trying to throw your entire brain into a whole nother, you know, place or whatnot. Because it feels sometimes like you and your homies all in the studio at the same time, and then they're just like getting right, they're right next to you and in the mic, as opposed to like standing in the back or something like that, and then kind of like yelling a few things out, you know what I'm saying, here or there. If they're like right next to you and in the same place, it's gonna be a little bit annoying. It becomes a little bit of a distraction. And you know, we really want to see what you guys can do when it comes to a performance. You know, what does it feel like? You know, I mean, the ultimate test, like we said, will always be when you end up going to a radio station. When you finally get to that point, you'll be invited to a radio station, you know what I'm saying, you'll do a dope ass interview, and at some point they may either ask you one of two things, either to freestyle on some, you know, random beat or something like that. Maybe there's a challenge, 5 Fingers of Death, you know, something like that. Or you will be asked to perform one of your songs, and it may just be the instrumental by itself. So some form or way, we want to really feel like we're getting the best out of each artist, that true, you know, performance. Because when we see those situations when we're like, oh shit, like they're actually performing it word for word, not missing a beat, not missing, you know what I'm saying, anything, like that is always impressive. It is a skill to remember dope shit that you wrote, and you know, across albums and years of music, that everybody can do that, right? So, you know, look at it like that. All right, let me jump back in. What up, you? And you said the deluxe version of Borderlands is look, 150 makes sense for a deluxe version, you know, and potentially, like, I don't know if things, you know, still come with like physical items. You know, I remember when one of the versions of Halo came with the actual, you know, helmet and stuff like that. You know, and hopefully they do, and it's not a bunch of in-game currency and you know, just items and I mean, I remember paying for the version of Suicide Squad so I could just play, you know, like 3 days early, man, because I was one of the people excited to play the game. I still liked it, man. I don't care if nobody else say. Suicide Squad was kind of dope. Yes, there were some other things that they could have done, but it was fun to me. And what you say? You know what I'm saying? That would be epic. I agree. And right. Okay, but again, just to get back to the conversation, let me jump back in here and go into Mr. Freshy Skip as well. Yeah, that still at least feels like a decent price for something that you know, at least comes with a little bit more, right?
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be, just because.
But wait, what were we talking about? You said that's mostly in R&B or rock. No. Listen, my bro. Listen to this. Again, hold up. Listen to this. No, I'm not. Come on, man. You gotta get your butt back in there. One more time. Abracadabra.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold.
2 pans, bro. 2 pans. Let me come back over here. And see what Mr. Fresh got in store for us today. One more chance. Somehow I feel like
to savor the
I
crunchy
wish
nooks
it's
and
a
cranny splendor of a Tom.
one
This
more
is English
chance. Fresh, give me one more chance. Oh, I didn't know. I gotta wait for this ad to go by. And yet nada. So I'm listening on TV. Well. Well, listen. But yeah, pending. I don't know what conversation essentially y'all having. That's if you're doing that's if you're doing harmonization, right? If you're just doing a double, you don't want to like pan it, like really. You could do like 30% to the right, something like that.
Baby, give me one more chance. Yeah. Give me one more chance. Baby, give me one more chance. Yeah. Give me one more chance. Baby, give me one more chance. Yeah. Give me one more chance. Baby, give me one more chance. Yeah. Give me one more chance. I'm just trying to romance. Yeah. I know I messed up, but I'm back like what? Yeah. That's the past, let it go. Yeah. Meet me at the mall. Yeah. We can watch a movie. We can jump in the jacuzzi. Tonight be the night. Yeah. I'ma do you right. Yeah. I know you were sad. Now it's time to be glad. Yeah. I'ma do what I can. To show you I'm a new man. Yeah. Baby, take my hand. And give me one more chance. Yeah. Give me one more chance. Baby, give me one more chance. Yeah.
Give me one more chance.
Baby, give me one more chance. Yeah. Give me one more chance. Baby, give me one more chance. Give me one more chance. Baby, give me one more chance.
I had to come back and listen when it comes to me. Getting on your song, I'ma always spit a dumb rapping. People always be asking, like, do I need an aspirin? Give me one more chance. That's when she asked to do whatever. Big salute. Baby, give me one more chance. All right. Let it hear a classic Mr. Fresh vibe. You know, what we often say is that he has essentially his own, you know, genre, sound, you know, style or whatnot, even type beats that we can sort of, you know, look at. He does make the majority of his. There are some records that will be produced by, you know, a few other producers, depending on what project that he is, you know, working on. But for the most part, you know, I always, you know, end up filling the formula. There are certain ones that will be a little bit better than others, depending on the melody that he is using, the amount of, you know, energy that he's able to sort of throw off, and if certain people may or may not feel like it's just a little bit too repetitive. There's also the aspect that some or most of your records do happen to be a little bit shorter. You know, and I only tell the artists who are boring and repetitive to make their record shorter, because yes, people don't want to hear a whole record of the same thing all the way, you know, through. That would be boring. It would be, you know, predictable. But with that said, I do want you guys to, you know, to test yourselves, to really challenge yourselves to do a little bit more, to see, okay, can I make a proper, you know, extended version of whatever my song is? And, you know, always think about the fact that anything that you do can always be sold as a different version. There will be people who will love, you know, that whatever first version of your album. If you make a sequel, they will come right back. If you make an alternative cover for an album, there will be people who will be, oh, I need to collect that, right? But you have to put in that sort of like work as an artist to get people to that level, but also just simply provide them with it, right? So I'm always telling artists who, if you make a short song, try to make it longer if you can. You know, when with the name itself, right? Again, the Biggie song always comes, you know, to mind, I think, like first or whatnot, right? Nowhere near that, right? So it's not a remix to that song, but in terms of, you know, the phrase, I suppose, like, you know, if there were an inkling of you like subconsciously wanting to do a remix to, you know, One More Chance, you know, Biggie and Faith, you know, throwing a small sample somewhere in the record, maybe a few callbacks, you know, to some of the lines or something like that. I think that would help out or whatnot. Now, if you don't do the sample, probably a little bit better, because you don't have to worry about, you know, copyrights and stuff. But calling back when it comes to certain, you know, lyrics and things like that, I think people would kind of get a kick out of something like that. Let me know what you guys think. He said, Dorky don't like my short beats, you know what I'm saying? Tells me all the time to make them longer. Man, I'm saying, because people need the opportunity to see what they can truly do, right? The artist starting off, they have no idea how to, you know, oh, if I want to make this longer, I can loop it, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. But even so, really, think about it. If you put out a beat that was, you know, short, and that's the beat itself, if someone did want it to be longer, would you rather them have, you know, them basically loop it and make it longer themselves, or would you rather them come to you to actually have, you know, that full version. And then again, you now have the opportunity to add more to the beat, as opposed to just making it, oh, let me just loop it 3 times. You are the producer, so you can actually go in there and, you know what, let me add a different melody on this section right here. I'm gonna drop the drums right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make the tone different in this section. You literally have the power in your hands to dictate how a record elevates throughout, right? If you want to experiment with like dubstep all of a sudden in a certain section, we're not gonna knock that. We're gonna be, oh shit, I got a dubstep section too. You know what I mean? And then it'll give a little bit of excitement. If there's nothing that we could mentally do to it, we'll still like, oh, let me figure out what artist could go there, because I don't want to waste that part of the beat. And like, price y'all shit however you want, man. If you guys want to make, all right, here's one price if it was only a minute. Here's another price if it's 2 minutes, and a different price if it's 3 minutes or more. If you want to price it, you know, stems versus the, you know, beat as a wave in MP3. If you want to price it, you know, for a cipher, whatever, give people options. Then they know like what they're getting into. There's the leasing and exclusive, which I don't like leasing because I don't want a million people out. I'd rather like one artist have one beat and you know exactly where that beat went, right? And sort of, you know, then a million people have it, because eventually the million people will still get to the beat. If they really liked it, they'll still make a remix to it if the record gets out there, right? But you want your work to feel important, so people come to you for a very specific sound and or beat and all that good stuff. All right, Liquid said, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, are we in the free? No, we should be in the free line right after this though. And what you see, like saying, yeah, at the end of every line or whatnot, man. Hey, man, whether or not that's a pet peeve for you, you know, I think I prefer it in I guess that form than like the rap form, right? When an artist just is like a straight rapping and then they say that same word after, like that used to get on my nerves. You know, Fresh has a very specific style. Again, I'm still mentally always waiting for the second verse where the switch up will happen, right? And so when we will potentially see those or not is completely up to, you know, Mr. Fresh, right? When it would be a nice surprise to see what else would be there. And I always still remind you that features are another way to help things grow in that way. Let me see. We're there, Forerunner, we're at 8.7. I'm trying to see where we are. Trying to see where we were. And can you play All You by 7 Digs on Spotify? You have to send it to my email. All music that you guys send to the show has to be sent to my email. Information is up top at the TV. And there's a free line as well as a skip.
Nonsense and serve mic, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries. Standing outside.
Said it's a 64 bar verse, okay, or is that too long? I don't think so. It really depends on the beat and the artist. It's gonna be that combination of you know, the mixture of, you know, whatever beat we have plus the actual, you know, artist that you know, acquires the beat, and the artist has the ability to make us, you know, really continue anything or whatnot. It could be kind of a crappy beat with a great artist and we'll still be like, I don't really like the beat, but like, man, like you killed it. I do want to hear more from you and see if you got, you know, a better beat selection. But right? You want things to be like a full, combination, and hopefully, right, something in a 64, bar range, close to a 3-man potential situation, man. Let me get back into the free line. We got BR Games. You sent Krista J. Heartbreak Harmony music video. So let's go ahead and jump in there right quick. World premiere.
Yo, check, nonsense with the face palm. Vince Vaughn's been in space lost with his face gone. Still a race cause and a faint yawn. It's his space balls. Stay chill or remain calm. Take pills every day. Nah, I don't take pills. I just smoke.
Okay, go back. I thought she was playing piano for a second.
So say that shit for somebody else. All the times you play me, you really just played yourself. Too busy selling false dreams. All the lies I told you cause deep. But now I know to choose me, and too bad I had to leave. Through the rain and the storm, I still hold on, tryna let go of your love. It's like a drug. No, it's my fault, but it's hard to leave. I'm feeling like an addict, come and save me. Set down these walls cause I'm breaking free. I'm letting go of what no longer serve me. Lord knows I'm not perfect, but I see the issue. They try to tarnish my name.
What up, X?
The man would say that last day I'll be against you. Gotta keep an eye for them snakes, yeah. Gave you the key to my heart, can't tore it apart. Trust on you cause I knew I kept it real from the start. My mama told me never let these niggas play with your heart. That's why I'm all that I got, making my way to the top. Rain and the storm, I still hold on, tryna let go of your love. It's like a drug. No, it's my fault, but it's hard to leave. I'm feeling like an addict, come and save me. Set down these walls cause I'm breaking free. I'm letting go of what no longer serve me.
Appreciate that, appreciate that. Once again, this is Krista J with Heartbreak Harmony. Official video. He tried to premiere it. He tried to premiere it, I think, last episode. But like everything he was sending it to me with was not working, man. I'm like, what kind of file? Listen, I appreciate that song. I appreciate the music video, right? All the videos that I have seen done for the artists that you work with. We're talking about Liquid, who is, of course, in the building. All the artists that you work with, I appreciate that we have, professional videos, things that have a really good, quality. Truly everything needs to sit or be able to sit right next to the artists that you guys know and love, and not to feel like it's, out of place or whatnot, right? When we move from that era of or sound like we're trying to be an artist to I am an artist, right? And when people see you, they, go like, man, who's that? you're doing a good job. So I appreciate the, you know, real singing that we're able to hear her do on this record. She has a very good voice. There's harmonization, of course, on there, right? We always love that when you know to go in there with the different tones and just make it sound, you know, good and clean. There's also a piano in there. So once again, for the newcomers in the building, when and if you have a piano in your record or an acoustic guitar, any kind of live instrument kind of situation, it is a cheat code literally for you to go and perform that song live with those exact instruments, right? Even by itself, and to still be able to give a really good performance, right? It could be anybody in the building, 100 to 10 people, being able to give a real performance with just, you know, the intimacy of somebody else playing it, or you literally will bring a record to life. It'll also bring a respect to you as an artist. If we literally, you know, rely too much on everything being digital, right? Oh, let me always bring my CD or my MP3 or whatever. We always rely on that sound, including when you guys add the vocals to the record and you still have, you know, basically everything in there. You know, people don't really feel like they're getting an authentic performance. They feel like, oh, you're using the record as a crutch. You're not comfortable with actually doing the song. And, you know, with that said, I always say, do the songs that you feel most comfortable with, the ones that you have full confidence, like, you know, every word, where you can like even experiment if you wanted to. And again, a live band is always gonna be the best, because if there's anything that you kind of maybe there's a line that caters to another song, you know, that used to be out or something like that, you could literally have the band change the production to that beat real quick, right? And then, you know, go back into yours, you know, at a certain point or whatnot. But like moments like that, the crowd absolutely loves, you know, and I guarantee if any of you guys have the Tiny Desk scenario, you'll become addicted, you know, with it. So do what you can, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get to see those from you, a lot of you guys in the future, and it makes something a little bit, you know what I'm saying, new. What do we say? How to step out real quick, but I am back now. I wish you in the world was feeling good. He said, I'm got this church organ, you know, some of my videos. That's what's up. You know what I'm talking about. And that's what's up. Hold on. You said, yo, what's it on TV? So it's all in one, but I get what you mean. Hold on. Thanks. Shout out to Liquid. Hey, let Krista J know that she is doing an amazing job, right? You know, it's an honor to be able to see more of her videos, and you know, the confidence that she brings to it or whatnot. So she's doing her freaking thing. Let me see what we got next, and we'll come back in the beeline.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
Alright, we got Desky. Wait, one more time.
One more time.
Shit, you remix this? Hey.
I don't drink it to feel better, I just drink it for the song. I just close the toy on my body, we don't get along. We don't drink it just a little, we gon' drink it till it's gone. Everything I had a vision, keep on happening, gon' cut. I can't pass the bitch, don't cut it, get so many credit, bitch, don't cut. I'm not a knight in shining armor, I'm a bastard, sip and cut. And please don't worry about me, bitch, cause I ain't worried about you. Pop out for the twins, little bitch, I worry about you. The way we throwing signs, this bitch go over viral. I want the baddest bitch with the biggest money pile. Let's jump on stage, okay, sit the money pile. Make sure you jump like the fucking floor is lava. We'll hit these things, but crossface to fill my balance. Crossface to fix my focus.
The bar starts tipping over. Fuck, I think I blacked out. Like this key, not again. I don't want your handouts. Like, bitch, I'm not your friend. Spin, I heard you.
You sound younger than the last time I heard you.
Let's see who low it did.
Unless this is you with more energy.
Can't look in your eyes, bitch, I'm nervous. If you drift aside, then we person, bitch.
Let me know how you feel about this one. 1 to 10, now feedback is welcome.
I keep hearing ghosts, cause who the fuck he's saying boo.
One more time and shit. A lot of picky times that don't even take. I can rhyme to this speaking. I know that I don't like. Know what the heck your mama is. Matter of fact, you know what? Like people wanna get all of this.
I don't drink it to feel better. I just drink it for the song. I just close the toy on my body. We don't get along. We don't drink it just a little. We gon' drink it till it's gone. Everything I had a vision, keep on happening. Gon' cut. I can't pass the bitch on cut. Get someone credit, bitch on cut. I'm not a knight in shining armor. I'm a passenger, but cut. And please don't worry about me.
Said almost.
I ain't worried about you.
Almost.
Pop out for the twins, but bitch, I worry about you. The way we throwing signs, this bitch go over viral.
Hey, got the people freaking locking in. People don't know what the hell's happening. If your face was in their face, they be socking it. All of y'all are freaking like start rapping in Carter quiz. All these artists is freaking cool and they are. Alright, what do you think about that? What's that? So I'll still say that there's a mix, you know, that can be done here or whatnot, right? We always want to hear y'all stuff, you know, a little bit more polished and professional. Let me see. Hold on. I have no idea what it's talking about. I may need to restart this side. Okay, so last time I heard you, I think a lot of the other records that you had, you know, I used to say it felt like you were melting while you were doing the record, and the record itself was melting, you know what I'm saying, as well. And you know, you still have some of that effect there, but we're hearing you with, like, I think more energy, right? Because the other ones a little bit, you know what I'm saying, slower paced or whatnot, gives you a little an interesting sort of, you know, unique vibe. But I think there was gonna be like an acquired taste for, you know, certain people. The sample, I think people are always, you know what I'm saying, gonna like. It's very nostalgic. And yeah, there's an area within, like, it might be a little bit too much, you know, bass here and there. Like, you just gotta, you know, EQ things in the right way so everything is able to both stand out, but also be, you know, appealing. And then I'm still trying to figure out when it comes to like the effects that you use on your voice, right? It's equally, like, potentially like the amount of layers that you add and the effect, you know, at the same time. You know, I'm always telling artists to, like, any extra effect that you have, you know, cut it down, because we still want to hear, you know, your main vocal. I don't know. I don't have an idea of what you'd sound like live, because now in my mind it's like, if he has to recreate the sound that we're hearing, he's almost forced to rap to the vocals in order to make that happen or whatnot. Because sort of, I think it would be, you know, one vocal and maybe some kind of effect that could try to, you know, replicate that if it was, you know, anything else. But I do want to hear what it does sound like, you know, kind of without all the extra things, just so we can see where your actual artistry, you know, sits at. Again, we always talk about many artists eventually being tested with maybe you go on a radio station, again, as I said earlier, you go on a radio station and then they throw on, you know, just the beat for you and, you know, just want you to get on and rap. What we would hear is, you know, what we would hope to hear live, you know, in most occasions, again, unless people are expecting that sound. You're not the only artist, okay, who does something similar Like there's another artist who does their voice is completely different, effect is completely different, but it is just as drastic to where you're like, but how are you gonna do this live? And like, you know, it's almost, you know, too much to an extent. Liquid added freaking 2 on that. We added 3, I think. From Big Dizzy. Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna restart you guys on the TikTok side because this thing is chipping over here. Hey man, you a piece of dookie. All right, let me throw this back, and then your mom. What do you say? You said I don't think this is a trend I would get behind. Experimental for sure, but not for me. I think it depends on the overall production and, you know, what we're hearing, you know, with it. You know, who goes into it and what artist essentially, you know, grabs to it. And then Brett was like, I don't know what the fuck is happening, man. Man. Dang it, man. Hold on. All right. Anyways, what would you say? Different style of voice. Hold on. We're gonna jump back into the free line right now. Again, I appreciate y'all patience as we roll through. If you guys end up sending a skip, let us know so we can get you in right away. We have Jupiter up right now with Slow Dancing.
I be slow dancing on my love. And you be slow dancing on my love. The way you hold me tight, yeah, you know I love the sight. You make me want to take your thing off sight. So baby, you already know what I need. You know just what to do to satisfy me. Come hop on it and ride me. Roll it around, pick it up, don't drop it. Baby, don't stop, no baby, don't stop. Just come in real close until you reach the top. Then after that, me up like a balloon till I pop. Then after that water on my face, I wanna drown. And after that, baby, you know we about to go for roundos. Now the love is getting rough, I'm pounding that pole. Now we cooling off, yeah, I'm about to go slow. Giving you love until you get enough. The way you make me feel, you know I love the way you make me feel. Yeah, you know I want it. I love the way you got me feeling. I want it right now. The way you got me feeling. Baby, I'm coming right now. I love to be slow dancing, oh I love it. Yeah, you be slow dancing, oh I love it. The way you hold me tight, yeah, you know I love the sight. You make me wanna take your thing off sight. The way you make me feel, you know I love it. I love the way you make me feel. Yeah, you know I want it. I love the way you got me feeling. I want it right now. Yeah, the way you got me feeling. Baby, I'm coming right now. I love you be slow dancing, oh I love it. Yeah, you be slow dancing, oh I love it. The way you hold me tight, yeah, you hold me love sight. You make me wanna take your thing off sight.
Right. Honestly, that was probably like near the first like slow jam, you know, I think I've heard, you know, from you or whatnot. You know, this artist almost really became known for, you know, both the R&B centric records, but you know, things that were more, you know, for like the club or like, you know, party kind of tracks or whatnot. It was often like faster beats So again, I do like to see that change of pace, as I feel like when it comes to actual R&B, that's what, you know, people, you know, really want. Not everything needs to be, you know, like I'm in the club 24/7, you know what I'm saying? Slow it down, vibe it out, you know, give people something to work with, and, you know, often really truly test yourself, you know, when it comes to the different octaves that you can do with these records. It is, of course, a shorter record for you as well, though, somewhere near 2 minutes and 6 seconds. So I do feel like there's you know, potentially a little bit more room for you to do stuff within there, and mix doesn't feel done yet. But Underworld bro said it was alright, really muddied on the high end so many chimes, wasn't terrible. And then Eric said, win track, fam, win W track, listen, you won. And then would you say, I have no idea what you are referring to, Underworld boss. How would it sound with regular voice performing and stuff like that? Were you talking about this record or the last record? Essentially, he was probably referring to, you know, what I was saying in terms of the last video that we had, you know, saw. And if that artist was performing it live, like how would that sound? Like, again, I always believe, man, if you allow, like, look, if it was him and like his boys, all right, his crew or whatever, right, they're behind him and they're behind the stage, like basically being his ad-libs on live, like, we'd still prefer that over the record, and the record having extra vocals in it. And we're talking about, of course, when it comes to that live performance, you know, it just comes to, like, people travel to basically go see you guys, you know, live. They want to really see you perform the records that, for some of them, are their favorite, right? And so it will hurt a little bit if an artist either lip syncs or just doesn't really rap the majority of their song because they're too busy doing a quick dance and then their vocals are in there. It just feels some type of way, you know?
Yeah, feel like checkerboard, we on and off. She like checkerboard.
Be that entertainment. We got Lil JoJo.
She like JoJo hard.
With checkboard.
I got a pancake, black and white, just like checkerboard. Wake up fresh as hell, do on that drip. I got a thing though, Lord. Baby said she like my music and sit on him, she know JoJo hard. JoJo really pimpin' these bitches, ain't tricking these bitches. They call me hard. Now I pull up phone, I come to the store. I remember, I don't just walk to the store. I run up, I move it forward. Baby said she let me know I ignore her. They whole be calling, I just press ignore. Hop on the beats, not sore. The rest I just want me some more. I'm on tour, she with me on tour. Tell the baby Miami, we go to the beach. I'm finna ride these jets. Baby said she like my vibe, I think that she cool. I really thank God that we met. I really was vibing with shots, so I took her out. I really asked her what was next. She said she won't go out to eat. I'ma drip her down and take her to eat. I heard her nails is too on fleek. I'm splitting that bag, this shit ain't cheap. JoJo really hard, I go walk on the beach and then come get you a feet. Son smoking inside in the back of the Maybach. You know we keeping it peak. Man, switch sign and geek shit. We in Miami. I'm finna punk out the cells. I got a pancake, black and white, just like checkerboard. Wake up fresh as hell, do on that drip. I got a thing though, Lord. Baby said she like my music and sit on him, she know JoJo hard. JoJo really pimpin' these bitches, ain't tricking these bitches. They call me hard. Now I pull up phone, I come to the store. I remember, I don't just walk to the store. I run up, I move it forward. Baby said she let me know I ignore her. They whole be calling, I just press ignore.
Kinda repetitive.
Hop on the beats, not sore. The rest I just want me some more. I'm on tour, she with me on tour.
Why do I go back? Everybody knows that I want to be able to pick and go and take a whole Kodak. Picking people don't even really know that is an actual a camera, because before Kodak Black was Kodak Black, there was a thing. Anyways, I do appreciate that you switch it up between chorus and verse, so to speak. But it does tend to get repetitive, you know, a few chords through or whatnot. You know, a little bit of a vibe. Have background music to me, something that's you know, a little bit more just of a vibe. But I think you got to do more when it comes to like the performance to really get people in that yo, who's that, you know, sort of mode or whatnot. Again, decent vibe, something that's freaking there. If someone is actually wanting to fully listen in and, you know, sort of catch bars in a certain way, like, they probably will be disappointed in that sort of like arena. But you know, some of that happens when you choose to get into the melodic genre. We will say that. If people feel like they have heard something before, you know, they tend to start clocking out because they feel like they know exactly where the artist is going. In most occasions, you know, the way you guys can differentiate yourself is, you know, first and foremost, kind of removing a little bit of that auto-tune and stuff like that. I always feel like most artists should go more towards Melodyne than auto-tune, because once you add that robotic effect, you're in a very specific lane, and there are people who immediately will just like roll their eyes once they hear that effect. They feel like, this artist is not, you know, original. They don't want to be original. They're doing the same thing I've heard from this artist, yada yada. But we know that there are many influences out there. However, are you top 10, top 20, top 50, top 100 in the genre? That is where you guys need to try to place yourselves just as an overall, you know, artist and stuff like that. What up, what up, what up? I see you on YouTube. What is poppin'? What is poppin'? And welcome. Permo, what is feeling good as well? Shout out to more. Let me see. Let's go ahead and jump back in the line once again as we proceed. As we proceed. No, let me not ever do that again. All right, we have 28. Star.
Yo, I'm in the city, I'm too late. So I see the drip, now she choose quick. My money been talking right back on some new shit. And my phone got rats, had to blow that shot. Hopped in the coupe in a two-step. Lock in the room, make the move flex, y'all. I don't change all just the blue checks. If it ain't about the bread, what's the true text, y'all? If Shawty went 11, I just want bags. Life in the fast lane, can't go last. She thought shade, I just throw cash. If she want caught, I just want stash. Shawty tryna ride, I'm just tryna stunt. Got racks in the back, got racks in front. Money gon' talk, I don't gotta say nothing. Eyes on my neck, too cold for the touch. Slide in the whip and the bass go boom. Step in the spot, finna take up the room. Shawty one level, one loop. Hey, lie too fast, can't fuck on you. Gas you pack, mine, put my drink. Salsa got your bitch on skates. Put up clean, hoe, she gon' break it. No bag, ain't had to call my bank. Rack so tall, can't see my face. Buzz down glowing, I walk late. She said come through, bitch, I can't. Not until I get my pay. My money on time, ain't never been late, nigga. I don't know what you saying. Run to the bed like it's nothing amazing. Run to the bed like it's nothing amazing. I'm in the city, I'm too lit. So I see the drip, now she choose quick. Money been talking right back on some new shit. And my phone got rats, had to blow that shot. Hopped in the coupe in a two-step. Lock in the room, make the move flex, y'all. I don't change all just the blue checks. If it ain't about the bread, what's the true text, y'all? If Shawty went 11, I just want bags. Life in the fast lane, can't go last. She thought shade, I just throw cash. She want caught, I just want stash. Shawty tryna ride, I'm just tryna stunt. Got racks in the back, got racks in front. Money gon' talk, I don't gotta say nothing. Eyes on my neck, too cold for the touch. Still make it seem like a movie center. But she puffer, and any winner. I'm out before a your bitch should've kept it. Your whole mess is too easy to bend it. Fuck how you do it, cause I do it better. Even your mama gon' fall for this pressure. Even your mama gon' fall for these prezzies. The shit so green, got the game in a frenzy.
The back and it is at a time when I really want to grab it. And I don't even really know what the hell I'm gonna begin do. But you know what, when I'm back and I'm finna chillin', the way it's hooking, the way the figure, the consider, the kid, the sipper, but the second, the sippers, the
I freaking just made it. All of the people they know I'm playing freaking every game that I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, but you know I'm doing my thing. And all of the people they sing and cane and people don't know what I'm changing. Alright, let me go. I need a cutaway for background tracks. Okay, so this one kind of follows a little bit of this one follows a little bit of the same exact, thing that the last one did, but I'd honestly argue it did it a little bit, better. It was I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like half and half. It's half and half to me or whatnot. But what is a background record? As I explained a little bit earlier, again, it's a record, comes on, artist gets on, does their thing, but maybe people don't immediately pay attention to, what the artist isn't the thing that is, sort of, getting them, bobbing their head or anything like that. It's going to be the beat. If you put a little bit more energy into it, as a matter of fact, if you go up an octave, because you're a little bit monotonous when you're sort of in this current, sort of stage that you're at or whatnot. But if you're, you know what I'm saying? Like if he's up there, people don't know. Like when you're at a higher octave, it basically adds more energy to the record, but also to the listener. Speed of a beat also does that same thing. If there is, say this one was slower or whatnot, right? We could do all that shit and make it and let y'all hear it.
Yeah, I'm in the city, I'm too lit. So I see the drip, now I just choose quick. My money been talking right back on some new shit.
Like it's
man, my phone got rats out the bullet shot. Hopped in the coupe in a two-step. Lock in the room, make the move.
Like you barely want to listen to it like that, right? However,
I don't change all just the blue checks. If it ain't about the bread, what's the true text, y'all? If Shawty 111, I just want bags. Life in the fast lane can't go less. She no shade, not just no cash. She want caught, I just want stash. Shawty trying to ride, I'm just on stunt. Got racks in the bag, got racks in
all of a sudden you sliding that shit, right? If you were to actually have the beat naturally, like actually, make it a little bit, faster or whatnot, then re-perform the song at a faster sort of like pace. It's a little bit more impressive. I think people, again, that the conversation changes a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But at its sort of like current place, it's a little bit at I think it could be better or whatnot. However, you got a good one from Jojo. You said that was an 8. Ruts with a 3 on that. And let me see where this freaking popping. We're gonna go ahead and jump right back in to the lineup right freaking now. Give me a segundo. Eric, I think you are next. You sent a wave, but oh how did you send this wave? If you gotta make me request it, it's gonna be a little bit longer to actually get into it. And so we'll come back to yours. But I did request it. Alright, we have an M4A. Jermaine, we got you up with Showing Love. While we are waiting for yeah.
We by the water watching the tides. Burn on your tracks, I'ma outshine. I'm just swinging, hoping I catch a vine. I know this tough, I know my stuff. I know your headphones volume up. This my way of showing love. Thanks a lot for the cosign. If I'm not there when the sunrise go on, I'll be just fine. We're all fucked up, let's do this together. Judging from the text, we was do for the better. What you do for the is what they do for the cheddar. All they tell you about forever, well I'm here too. It's what you're tuned into, makes life more simple. Expression in its truest form, so rap like the rents do. It's only a reflection of you. What you really see is esteem to hide from the truth. And the guilt is why some niggas don't like me. And I view myself highly, cause my songs improve your ride home when you listen to me cold.
What the
it's my way of showing love. Don't get it confused. Still don't trust niggas. Juju not delivering how they figure.
It's better than send things with iCloud, I guess. I don't even really know, but I'm blessed. And when it comes to freaking all the things I go through in the world when I'm stressed, matter of fact, I can
that way.
Welcome to the most dangerous road in the United States. A study found that I-95 is the deadliest highway in the United States.
You got a 2-in-1.
This that moment you look out the window on the I-95, thinking about the day you had and if you did more than try. Self-centered cause you can't rely on anybody. Once you're up there, ruin your plans. This the clip stuck kinda jam. I hope all of this clear. The root of all evil isn't money, it's doubt and fear. If I have any doubts, I can't call this a career. I hit the stage and everybody cheers. Oh yeah. On my grown man shit, wasn't hitting goals, now I'm back on the offensive. I'm a natural talent, you niggas is naturally average. Don't blame it on me, I know you need to project like prototypes and it could be deadly to your feelings and that's what a child do. I-95, these dudes getting abused, don't wanna take that lane, be afraid, stay out of my way. Reverse back to you like how the pendulum sways. And fuck putting guns up, niggas running the fade. Enough of the gimmick shit, this isn't a game. Show off all your friends and watch how none of them stay. Y'all know the name.
What the freak? You didn't even freaking loop it right. A lot of freaking times you chick asking freaking me like what we gonna do tonight. Like I don't even know what the hell I'm going to do, but yikes. I know that freaking I'm going to take a coke and so wet that I don't even know if I can go and bust a whole rap, but I will try. And people know that if you play me in Mortal Kombat, nigga, you will die. So I'll say this, right? What it sounds like is you're more of a lyricist than a rapper. And I feel like the best artists are like that in between, right? You have to be a lyricist so that your words, matter, so that it feels like you really trying to, go somewhere either with this storytelling and or, certain type of freaking bars. But like writing the beat, right? Making sure that you hit certain time, capsules, so to speak, when you are, going in there and actually trying to, create a song. Like it's what people will deem as the best skill or whatnot, right? Like it's what Tech-9, what Twista, what Busta Rhymes, what a M, what any of the artists who've been able to get in there with a little bit of a flow, but also have dope words within them that actually are dope and make sense. When you get into both of them, I think people see that skill or whatnot. There will be people who still appreciate the hip hop, the lyricism, just in retrospect. Often it's the same people who, if you would have just done it as an acapella, they still would have appreciated it. No beat. We do appreciate when you do have a beat, but I'll say this: if you're not going to ride a beat, always spit to something with like no drums. Right? Because then we're not trying to bob our head specifically to like it and you. Because if you're not really rapping to the same timing as the beat, it sort of like throws us off. And then we just kind of like, all right, I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop. And even at some point, like the beat, it felt like you didn't like loop it right. And it was, a little bit off at the end, and you still like rap to it anyways, right? As if like somebody else was just like, sitting right there pressing a button. And or, you could even say it sounded like you were reading somebody else's lyrics as best as you could, right? As you were going through. But we want to hear that actual, artist, that artist in between is all I'm saying. Still a dope vibe though. You said that sample cold as nice. And he said delivery needs work, but overall decent. Rudd said. And then Jojo, let me see. Have you played Lead Jojo? Yes, we have. You can rewind it if you want to see. Let me see what we got. Let me see if we can get that reckless now. Let me see what it's gonna let me do. All right, another day, another blunt remix. Let's see what is up.
There's another piece of bacon cheese, bacon and some greens and some ham, motherfucker.
Crumple bills, tabletop, same old spin. Ashtray peak, no grace, no win. Blunt rotate, that therapy flame. Mind on a trip, no baggage, no name. Phone buzz dead, bad vibes get ghost.
Let me see.
Texting, says she do the most. Smoke talk whispers.
I got you.
Shadows in the glow. Same day, same play. Let the credits roll. Another day, another blunt. Rolling slow. Bad bitch, bad mood, but she still the show.
There we go.
Clouds rising, eyes low. We just let it go. Another day, another blunt. That's all I know. She's twisted, her nails draw maps. Lipstick, war paint, bodies collapse. Smoke alarm saying we mute that sound. Burning through time, no fear, no ground. She Mona Lisa coded in sin. Curls like sirens pull me in. Pass her the blunt, she breathe my flaws. Laugh like roulette, chaos applause. Moonlight dripping on the motel floor. Empty bottles, demons at the door. Fast life, slow death, we chase the thrill. Heartbeat sing to the dollar bill. She poured the liquor, I spark the flame. Both play roles, forget the name. Truth in the smoke, lies in the kiss. Heaven to hell, it all feels bliss. Another day, another blunt. Rolling slow. Bad bitch, bad mood, but she still the show. Clouds rising, eyes low, we just let it go. Another day, another blunt. That's all I know.
Another day, another.
Eyes bloodshot, dreams on delay. Clock don't tick, we float in gray. Voices echo, passed on loop. Pain in the bass, soul in the scoop. She ride the rhythm, I ride the edge. Both got scars, both break the pledge. One more night, one more high. Live like legends, burn and fly. Moon's my witness, stars in hand. 808 stomp like a rebel band. Time's a mirage, we drift, we blaze. Living on the edge of these endless days.
Coasted, posted, floating on the blunt. Mind in the cloud, soul on the hunt. Had to rise up, tear through the haze. Zone at the zone, I've been lost in the maze. Sun barely blinking, time on delay. Chasing that feeling that don't wanna stay. Feet off the ground, hard in the spin. Every deep breath I shed on skin. No map, no compass, just rhythm and fire. Every inhale I climb up high. Ghosts in the rear view, dreams in the front. Lessons in smoke, truth in the blunt. Eyes half closed, but the vision stay clear. I see through the noise, I move through the fear. Before days end, I break through the dome. Floating through chaos, still building my home.
You don't know it. A lot of time thinking it's a lot of things in my figure praying and I figure hear him out on to it. I don't even know what to do. I am no poet. Don't know if I wanna go to a whole place. At the fact, girl, you know what? I'm getting on your face. So great. But you say my mixing was bad. But was your advice and Juju? Let me see. I don't know if we got to your did we get to it? Let me see what I like this record, you know. You got in there 3 minutes and 29 seconds, right? Y'all know I truly appreciate when artists are, you know, when you go to work, okay? Understand that I look at this shit, okay? I look at what we do like a real, like 9 to 5, right? You want people to really feel like this is your job and that you take it that serious. And so when artists do shorter records, I tend to look at it like, you know, they look at this like a part-time job, right? Like they're not necessarily trying to, you know, have that stay power with one record. Like, yes, any artist can take any record that they have where it's a really good verse, really good chorus, you know, limited to that, and then just release that as the record. But I feel like you would be giving your potential fans, like, you know, the short end of the stick. That's like giving them half a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Half a hoodie, right? You know what I'm saying? The hoodie with no sleeves, which people still will wear, you know what I'm saying, more or less, but
You know, sometimes for someone wanted it because they wanted to stay warm, damn it. You know what I mean? And really giving people a full record, thinking about what you could potentially do for a bridge and or just having a chorus, because some artists won't have a chorus at all. It'll just be let me rap and then that's it. And then all right, I'm gone. You know what I mean? And it's like, but where's the song? You know what I'm saying? We see the skill, but where is the song? So I appreciate that you had pretty much, you know what I'm saying, everything needed to in there. It felt like everyone felt the record almost too perfect. I was almost like, man, is this AI and shit? Which of course we can have that conversation too. Whether you love or hate that aspect, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to AI, like we love real artists, okay? So if there's ever situations where like there's an AI artist on the record and then people find out, like everything they feel sort of slightly goes out the door because they'll feel like the record's not finished yet. Because here's how it feels. It's like if you end up liking something and then you realize, oh, I can't see an interview with that person because they're not a real person. I can't go see them live. I can't shake their hand. I can't go and see specifically more songs from that artist because again, they're not real. I can't even do a collab with them if they aren't real. And I think people are always going to be impressed by real work or whatnot. That goes, just think about this in your head. Like literally when it comes to visuals, right? Let's say one person is standing on the right. They're going to use AI. Another person is literally going to hand paint and sculpt like a picture that'll look 3D and everything or whatnot, right? And the AI person, again, they're gonna type, and prompt the thing in. It's going to spit the image out. It'll still look good, right? But I think the one that most people would appreciate more is going to be I'm talking about whoever I suppose is what uses AI, but the one that people would appreciate more is the person who they sat there and even though it took longer, they made something that looked literally the same, right? In 3D somehow, but drawn by hand, painted, and somehow is able to really make the picture look real. And there are really people who are talented like that. Like I watched someone, okay, let me draw Goku and then spill coffee on the paper and then make the coffee that spilled on it, draw over that and then make it actually, create the hame, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that is dope as hell just to be able to have stuff like that in your brain and to be able to do it. Once you sort of think about a program aspect where it's like, oh, I want an ominous kind of trap feel or something like that, and then it spits it out, there's not real work there, right? As opposed to when we used to watch like a Timberland and a Ryan Leslie and a Pharrell and a Dr. Dre and a Scott Storch. Like these people, they're getting on the keys, they're actually hitting the pads, they're showing you how they're actually, sampling certain things, and that actually inspires you a little bit more. So anyways, double-edged sword type deal. Yeah, indeed. And he said, now what I do open verses, that's what's up. Is I agree to a certain extent. The kids' attention span, is chalk these days, and it's a struggle to get them to invest time into a track that's 3 minutes or longer while listening. Listen, I'm saying you guys have the power. You guys have all the power in the world, all right? It depends on you. You are the artist. If you basically end up hitting up a record again, if the energy is not there, if the feel is not there, if you don't sort of make that effort to switch up and do something, because if you are smart enough, you'll literally know everything that you could potentially do, right? That sort of moment where an artist goes, you know what, let me rap fast in this section. And all of a sudden you show people that you could, double and triple time it and do all sorts of freaking stuff. The more that you show people or the better artist, if you have like a good, set of collabs and stuff like that, right? It just makes the record that much better. And it's all in entertainment, right? You're making sure you're entertaining people and getting, people through the record. There will be some records that are more personal to you, and so you're not so focused on like entertaining people as much as you're like, I need to get this off, I'm going through this right now, right? And if you do those records right, the people will be right with you as well. They'll feel every moment of the song, they'll relate to it, they'll feel like they understand you a little bit more. It's the put your lighters up, kind of hey DJ, cut that beat, let me just rap the rest of the song a cappella type shit, right? But it really depends on the type of record that you do. You have to really act like you're always doing your first official album and you're getting, all of your favorite artists on it. Whoever is in your top 5, always imagine any of your songs coming across their timeline, because I guarantee it happens, but whether or not they actually listen, stay on it, or and share and repost it or even talk about it, there are certain artists who have done that, from Kendrick, Tyler the Creator, like he's come across indie artists and sort of like shouted them out, like just by I came across them on YouTube or whatever. It can happen, but whether or not any of the songs are going to garner that same attention is really going to depend on the work that we actually do. So just try to do your best every single song. Treat every one song like it's your last. Don't do throwaway records anymore. You know what I mean? If anyone is into that, like, don't just try to make a record to finish an album. Really try to make every one song your favorite. You literally should have songs that are so good that if you just tell somebody that you make music and they go to your Spotify or something, that you're not, oh no, I'll go to the next one. Like, you can't tell people what to do. They're literally gonna come across a record and you want to know the truth about like whether or not they would have skipped the song. Like, you know what I mean? Like, back in the days, when people were only listening to like CDs and stuff like that, to know what records that people skipped, like, oh, I don't like that one yet. You know what I mean? And we always go back to it eventually later, but we always, skip until we hear that one, oh man, I love that beat. I love how they're rapping. Let me see what's up. You know what I mean? As time went on, right? Like, we had full on freedom because, we get to listen to any song at our will. We get to go from song 1 to 10. I mean, we could have still done that same thing on CD, but there was an aspect of still at least, going through a little bit of each song before you skip to the next one if you're not feeling it that much. Whatnot. Tape, I think, was a little bit different because you're kind of listening to that tape. It's gonna take you a little bit to fast forward, and so you might as well just see at least what it is. And there was a certain sound that tape had that was decent. Anyways, we got AK Juice with Talk My Shit.
We all know that feeling.
We all know that feeling. All right, man. Let's get back in it. Talk My Shit with AK Juice. AK Juice, man. Wouldn't that make the gun shoot weird or something? Let me see. Dun, dun.
Aye.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Tatting my body, all whites on my feet. I like my women, they pretty and neat. I saw the Zani, the burgundy tea. I ain't studying nobody, he fit me 3. Send me some water to step on the beat. It ain't my money, I'm turning the cheap. Lil' baby hungry, she eat up the meat. I ain't talking about step, but I'm slimming my feet. Sour, both in the forwards and get this shit from it, so I went and got me a bag. Lil' bro a tweaker on a tweaker, he jill when the shoot, he won't throw him a punch or a jab. Lil' baby pretty and then out your body for Z, tell her sorry, she put on the tab. I'm a buff for my niggas and mama put chop it, it's noggin' and Miller, bro, walk like a crab. That boy Medea, he drill like a bitch. Don't need no partner, just me and my Steve. Pussy, bro, niggas be making me sick. How you don't got no money and still riding dick? How was you, bro, nigga, go work for Uber? I'm told to chop my big out of Ruger. This smart bigger than sucking the road. She gon' tip me her waist like a national tool. Say I'm from the south. You can tell that much from people in the way that I talk. They don't know nothing about hustle. I change so much just to switch how I step when I walk. I get to tweaking, not thinking about running my family. I'm damn near like my pop. Say I'm a real nigga, I know that shit running the family. I ain't wanna bum my jaw. I ain't gon' sit on my ass, say you focus on bitches. I'm trying to go give me some money. Niggas be dying and niggas who live with the nigga got the nut to go thinking it's fun. Hey, that shit weak. And all thank God that stupid shit couldn't be me. Crazy how some of these niggas could look at their partner and turn to a snake for a G. I'm from the Southwest City. I mean the southwest part of the mouth. We use some baby on board in the picture, but raised up in Texas since I was a child.
I got you, Mr. Fresh.
Baby, I'll wash it down. Hey, that nigga holding the bitch and I heard it be telling that fuck nigga can't come round. Nigga, that fuck nigga can't come near. Bad this shit tell her come right here. Glock 2-3, get that bitch right here. Nigga bump down, gang all hoes over here. Glock got a dick ain't on twat over here. He gon' die for the money if he push over here. Baby pretty in the front, put dick in the rear. If he ain't talking money, get out my ear. I don't play gangster, nigga. I'm telling ya, I really bump. Don't take my kindness for granted. I know I look friendly, but bet if you step on my stone. I ain't gon' hold back, bro, when he up that pole, cause I already know he gon' dome. And I ain't gon' sit here and lie and change for the better, but playing with me really don't. Real brother said when he walk from the pen being loose, cause he already put that belt. God went and tested my strength, cause he knew what I needed, and most of all knew I prevailed. While I was down on my dick and fell down on my chest, you don't understand how that felt. What I'm basically saying, it took me a lot, but I'm betting I made it up out that head. God damn. Gotta thank God for this shit. He really ain't need it, but took all my evil. I gotta give props for that shit. You touch on my mama, I'm down to play soccer. I bet you the chopper a kid. That nigga hold my mama, he not tryna shoot it. He bought the little chopper for fleets. I had to fight up some temptations to catching a murder. AK always tryna go tweet. Don't give a fuck what they talking, they don't know my body. I'm stepping with both of my feet. I let it bang in the sun, I'ma walk down, hit him. I don't got none of the patience to creep. I say I gotta pop my shit, I'ma top my shit every time that I hop on the beat. I'm getting money, this bitch tryna cut. Tatted my skin, I put ink in my moves. Big booty fan, put AK on the shoe. But I'm not tryna top, put the cash in the dove. Kanojo watote makoa inore. Koko ni kuru yo uni setaite. I told her sorry, I won't get your body. She told me imasu gutori ni kite. Japanese fat put some red on his beater. Bullets move fat fucking speed limit meter. She fuck with chocolate, damn my little eater. Got her down on her knees rolling around like she Peter. Back on this top of his own homie B. Got a big black chopper, it's built like Medina. Make him do acrobatics like Eva Knievel. And he bullet burn her like a Mexican cheetah.
Bro said built like Medea, bro. Big Salute, what did you think about that? That shit works. It works. And what I liked, yes, it is of a genre, right? Type beats, type records, the whole deal. But he has a voice that, you know, commands attention, right? You know what I'm saying? In between that, what was his name from DTP? You know what I'm saying? Back when like 2 Chainz was like Titty Boy, and there was another artist in his group with like a deeper sort of like voice or whatnot. Again, when you have that either deeper voice, if you have something that's raspy, it sort of like gets your attention in a sort of, you know, different way or whatnot, right? He got in there with, you know, different flows, sort of switched it up a little bit here and there throughout. You know, still rapped typically how you would have expected from this type of record. Yes, there were some punch-ins as well. I'll always tell you guys, you know, the best performance that you can give is if you are not really punching in anywhere. Like the places that we accept a punch in are really in between your verse and wherever the chorus sort of like is or whatnot, and then in between chorus and then verse. But in your verses, we do want to feel like you are performing as far through as possible without, you know, sort of any kind of like, oh, I needed to catch my breath, sort of like here, like, or again, sometimes you guys may cut yourself off with certain phrases, certain words before you even have finished a line. And again, it becomes a little bit of a problem performing live for those who are actually trying to do it with just the beat. And we do encourage you guys to do it with just, you know, the beat and or a live band if possible, because those are the 2 most professional situations that we could, you know, really hear from you and really feel like we're getting our money's worth when it comes to you know, those performances. He also had a piano in the production, so you know what that means, man. Again, all it takes is a person and a piano. Like, it's as simple as that, right? Getting in there with the piano and then, you know, really performing a song, having one other person sort of like pull out a phone or something like that. Usually people will follow suit. They'll be like, hey, what's going on over there? Oh, he rapping to this too? You know what I mean? People always want to be a part of that like, you know, more or less like viral, you know, moment or whatnot. And, you know, there's potential if if your voice is as big in person as it is on the record, right? And you can command that attention and look like Medea, all that shit, man. You know, then you shall be able to scrabulate.
I just need you to.
Nah, welcome.
I make weird music. I got beats, so if you need them, PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in cause I stay clouded. You wanna stay down.
All right, so we have a 2-song back to back from Mr. Fresh in the Flesh. If you're stressed, then lift your dress. Now this is called I Hit 'Em Up. Potentially a throwback, man, I don't know that.
I hit 'em up like Tupac. They mad cause I'm too high. I hit 'em up like Tupac. They mad cause I'm too high. I hit 'em up like Tupac. They mad cause I'm too high. I hit 'em up like Tupac. They mad cause I'm too high. Yeah, here we go, man. For sure, man. I'm on the microphone, man. You know I'm great, you know I'm straight. Out the gate, don't hate. Cause I'm cut like this. I go nuts like this. I'm the flies on 2 feet. I'm solid, concrete. You can't match my skills, boy. How you feel? I'm ill, boy. I'm the one to take over. The game need a makeover.
You didn't say yeah that time, Big Dizzy.
You mad cause I'm too hot. No biggie, I guess jiggy. No zags, no ziggies. I hit 'em up like Tupac. They mad cause I'm too hot. I hit 'em up like Tupac.
You had another like Tupac kind of callback record. What up, Samari?
They mad cause I'm too hot. I hit 'em up like Tupac. They mad cause I'm too hot.
A lot of time and I'm smelling the freaking fool. Matter of fact, I'm listening. What
the hell happened? My brain stopped. I don't know what is happening, but I can't stop. The thing stopped and the thing stopped and the thing stopped. Not bad. I hit them up like Tupac. How do I feel about that?
You know I can't do this.
So he has another record that I do remember where he sort of pays homage to Pac in another way or whatnot, right? Which then makes me want a whole album of them things or whatnot. Reason I say that is because like he has sections. He is an artist with like categories of, you know, records, right? You know, as if he really did, you know, work on at least 20 to 30 for each album and then, you know, went in and you know, let me do 20 alterations of you know, these. And, you know, we always go through, you know, a lot of them. Some are the runway model situations. Some are the you about to approach a baddie in many different scenario situations. The you looking suave coming out of a car or whatnot. There's the recreational records, you know what I'm saying, where you're sort of like bigging up yourself. The more, you know, I'm fresh, you know, kind of records. You know, but I mean, look, the beat doesn't necessarily call back to like a Pac, you know, kind of record. That's the only, you know, sort of thing, right? And so if there's a remix potentially or something that you think, because you got to remember, man, I've heard you, right? I've heard you. When it comes to production, you know how to get in there with like a full-on, you know, West Coast vibe, right? You know, Give It To Me Baby, essentially the West Coast, you know, record right there. There's the I forgot which one the stoner centric, you know what I'm saying, one is, but I'm gonna get you, you know what I'm saying? So you know how to get in there with the very specific sounds and you know, certain things like that I do feel like are missing. Like it doesn't feel like, you know, a West Coast sort of thing, but I do still like the catchiness, you know, of it. I feel like, you know, there would be someone, I hit him up like Tupac, you know what I mean? They'll just randomly just break out into, you know what I'm saying, that. And then he said, you right there, I didn't hear no yes on that one. Nah, listen, you know, you don't do that. You don't do that on everything, man. Back in town, back in the cut, man. What's up, dog? What's up, dog? You know, so hold on. We got one more from Mr. Fresh. I think I got the other one locked in. Everybody. All right, this one is called Mr. Fresh, just straight up. He finally made a song called Mr. Fresh.
I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah. I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah.
Let's hear all about it, sir. Mr. Fresh with Mr. Fresh. All right, y'all?
I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah. I'm Mr. Fresh,
all right,
yeah.
We get it.
I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah.
Okay.
Coming from the Northwest, yeah.
All right.
I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Coming from the Northwest, yeah.
We heard that.
I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah.
And what else?
Coming from the Northwest, yeah.
We know.
I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Coming from the Northwest, yeah. I'm Mr. Freshman, freshman. From the Northwest, man. I'm the best man. In the booth, I'm a blessing. Why you stressing?
Like that.
Why you second guessing? Ain't no doubt. I'm the one they talking about. I'll be on replay. From AK to LA.
See what I'm saying?
On the radio. On everybody's stereo. I got real swag. Trying to get it real bad. You act like you don't know. Mr. Fresh got the best flow. I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Coming from the Northwest, yeah.
I see.
I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah. Coming from the Northwest, yeah. I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah. Coming from the Northwest, yeah. I'm Mr. Fresh, yeah. Coming from the Northwest, yeah.
You Mr. Fresh for me, man. I'm dorky and I'm nonsense. And a lot of times speaking, I don't know if I got a conscience. Cause all the speaking times, I just be trying to tell when people be like, where am I gonna get a hotel freaking from it? Friend, you need to know if I'm gonna tell you that if I wasn't up in your house, then I'm a running and then I'm about to run out cause I don't know. What am I talking about? All right, let me go ahead and clap. Cause I like that one, man. Beat. That beat, you know, hits in a certain way or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Kind of funky. You got a record that, oh man, yeah, that's kind of funky. In a whole different way, right? Because you don't necessarily make like old music per se, right? Like the production doesn't sound like it's you know, of the Isley Brothers and you know, certain things. It's very, very different, and it's somewhere sort of like in its own you know, sort of place or whatnot. You know, finally made a song like about yourself. This one can still go in the self-recreational sort of like album, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're gonna call that one. You know, you have I'm Fresh, you have Mr. Fresh.
You know, there was you name them all. You name what you got so far, and I'll be looking forward for the full, you know, album and whatnot. But I'm telling you, these songs, if not many of your records, do gotta come with visuals. All you ever have to do is just like one sort of thing. Even if you have to sort of like get someone to cut together just like a moving image of some sort, you know what I'm saying? Someone walking down the street, just looking, you know, fresh or whatnot, right? And it could be in video game form, in animated form, or live action. Whatever the case, I do feel like a lot of what you have, man, will take off, you know, even more. I appreciate you guys, or you guys, yes, but I appreciate you, Mr. Fresh, letting us hear, you know, throwbacks, things when you've redone them, and, you know, new records as well. That's what you shall utilize us for, and we love you for doing that, and so continue to do such a thing. All right, we should be back into the free line. We should be back into the free line. All right, Mad Classic Radio, Mr. Record Child, we got you. Did you do something different to the version you said you were going to resend or something like that? What up, Blue Jay? Let me see. Oh, that reminds me. I got to download the record from Reaganomics. Just see if I want to hop on.
It's competition on the track when we flow, bro. If it's slow, have slow-mo.
Let's go.
All these little bitches that be talking theoretical. If the best one gonna pop them like an edible. Saying I'm a lyrical miracle cause I rap fast, just stay slow cause the cover's not credible. I'ma slow it down so y'all can listen. Never mind that I'm better with the brazen intentions. See these henchmen be my witness. Catch your body on the track when I serve my sentence. Get it? Body on the track, serve my sentence. Or are you too retarded to understand the culture with the shit we bring as an MC scripting? Get it? What up, next thing? The whole weight and the words that I flip and tripping. Push to the limit, trying to elevate myself, take a back, like a bitch like I be pimping. Kinda murder with a real fucking chopper pill, pop a superhuman in the chill. Cause I got a power pressure you can feel it and feel it. How did that service on the living, get the thrill. If I the public quills at the pepper, get a pill. That you bought a break bed at the table, let it spill to my partner. Peel at the park, let my bird flying high, no lie. My guy gonna kill cause he gotta. We come from an era when you
produce this, right?
So it's competition on the track when we flow, bro. If you slow, go to half speed, slow-mo. Before you start to run in your mouth, that's a no-go. No-go. That's a no-go. No-go.
That's a
no-go. No-go. That's a no-go. Better not be running your mouth. That's a no-go.
You really gotta learn what it means to be a lyrical master. Pass them, I'm too fast to catch. Give me the track, I'm mashing. One of the realest motherfuckers that ever happened. Ask them if I just happen to be happily rapping the moon, rapidly attacking the beat. You ain't even seen half of the beats. Actually, I'm on the flow and going like half of the speed. I mean, look at the way that I be hitting every single one of these syllables accurately. I ain't even gotta tell them what I'm spitting. My lyrics, I'm the definition of what I'm immaculate be. You couldn't get on my level cause you lacking the reach. Going off like a motherfucker back in the heat. Extra fully automatic in the back of the seat. Heard him say he wants smoke, better pack in the sweet. My words are weapons, boy. I'm in my flow zone. I'm breaking them off, I can't help it. I turn in the turbo, get it popping like ozone. I'm so out of my mind, I'm out of this world, I'm shutting it down. You got on the rock, it's a no-go. We are your favorite rappers, and it's okay if they don't know.
We come from an era where you clown.
Why do you always sound the most natural, man?
On the track when we flow, bro. If you slow, go to half speed, slow-mo. Before you start to run in your mouth,
how you know.
That's a no-go. No-go. That's a no-go. No-go.
No, it's because he's been doing it for some time, man. That's why.
That's a no-go. Better not be running your mouth.
So Record Child was the second artist on that track. I think both of them killed it. But whenever you start to feel that like slight excitement within a verse, that's when it elevates, right? Because again, first artist, I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? You going in there, okay. You know what I'm saying? Good energy, good, you know, sort of chopping, if you will. And then of course, when you come in, man, like you've been doing it, you know what I'm saying, for some time. You know how to get in there. You know, you've hit that part as an artist and a producer, I might say, right? Where you just know what's going to sound dope, right? Have more confidence in the fact that you get it right or whatnot, because every time I hear it, like, I get more impressed. I'm always excited to hear your verse out of anybody's when it does come to the chopper flow, kind of situations or whatnot, like when you're on songs with other artists or whatnot. Now that will be equal when you and C-Losta, you know what I'm saying? When you and C-Losta and maybe like a Tighter Tyrant or something like that, if you were to get that kind of collab like that, and I think you were working on something with C-Losta, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, man, you did your thing in there. Blue Jay says send a skip, hold up. Let me
always remember that it is $10. It's $10 for one song when you're gonna get your thing played. Hey, get out of here. Let me see what you say. Yeah, I'm gonna go live. You know what I'm saying? See me that what? That didn't like right quick. You know what I'm saying? Gotta try to chill. One take time or whatnot. The problem is because I'm on. Remember, I'm on the live on this, right? I'm on the live on my mobile, and then on PC is where the YouTube and Twitch live. So hello guys. Hello guys. Hey no, wrong button. That iPhone. Although, what are you trying to do? Audio? I do gotta figure out, cause Skype doesn't work no more, right? Or did they bring it back? They say we made a mistake. We love you, and here we are. Or is Skype gone and shit like that? I also have a Discord. I can bring you in via audio on that side. That shouldn't mess with anything else. Hopefully, all of a sudden, like YouTube can't hear what I'm saying. I'm all. You're like, what? Oh! Alternatively, I don't know if you had me on Telegram, but you can, what's it called? Oh, if you have something specific you want to say to myself or the crowd, you can always send me a voice message on that or whatnot, right? As you're able to create rooms on Telegram Messenger, and within you can simply leave voice messages. You can actually put whole files and MP3s and things that we supposed to work on and stuff. If people don't know, man, make sure y'all check out I am not sponsored by them at all. You can tag along Blue Jay with Mr. Fresh in a one song, and so together your guys's are now a pay it forward, because that is what you guys are able to do. Oh no! Hold on, let me plug this back in. So let me plug that in. I got you. You're gonna be played within the next 2 songs. Cause Mr. Fresh sent a one song often, basically like, cause again, it's 2 songs. I don't have my freaking thing up there or not. It's 2 songs for 15 or 1 song for 10, 3 for 25. But if you equate that 2 songs for 15, if one person sends 10 and the other one sends 5, damn, is my thing just broken now? You better not. You better not. So then I gotta go manually find the. Hold on. I gotta not move my freaking shit.
How you feel so many people in here passing through who have no idea what is happening until they do. If I was up in the game, then I would probably have to do cheats, cause I can't see a thing up in his hash. And where the hell is Coon Street? 100 blocks up on his box, it wasn't meant to be. And I ain't got no time to mess with armless naked entities and nurses with syringes, apparitions. It's a scary place, and someone with a scary face just shouldn't mess with
Mr. Fresh also said that was dope. By the way,
Si ese me llega con prisa, are you ready?
that's not the record. It's
No
not
so
the
ready.
record. Jeez Louise, man. I'm doing production, you know what I'm saying? That's something. Yeah, man. You be finding those perfect, just like drum loops, man. I just work perfectly within the context of how you put it. Hey, he set the example. He set the example. 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, Act 5, Act 5.
If you like what you see, give it to me, baby. I want you, you want me. Give it to me, baby. If you like what you see, give it to me, baby. I want you, you want me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Baby. No ifs, ands, and maybes. Maybe you drive me crazy, crazy. You amaze me, make me. I like you, like you. I'm gonna invite you. You can have one night or two, or two. If it's tight, you can get a few, get a few. Just let me know, all day like 24, 24. All 7 days.
So you see, he produced this one too.
7 ways, 7 ways.
Well, Mr.
Like
Fresh produced
missionary, missionary. That's the missionary, missionary. Listen, Mary, listen, Mary. Let's kiss and marry, yeah.
I want you, I want you.
If you like, if you like. I want you, I want you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What you see,
then what?
Give it to me, baby. I want you, you want me. Give it to me, baby. If you like what you see, give it to me, baby. I want you, you want me. Give it to me, baby.
Okay. And this one right here. Listen. So just to give you guys, but I'm so glad that, like, at the very least, you know, SoundCloud has, right, the ability to do. In the context of like this situation, right? I've always loved this record. I feel like it's the perfect summer kind of jam, you know what I'm saying? It feels like that authentic callback to like the songs we would have heard with like a Snoop, a Warren G, a Pac, a Nate Dogg, you know. And for me, it's in his top 5, you know. Because I'm always able to fully get in and, you know, review this record. And like, I've heard this, according to SoundCloud, 163 times. That's not including the times that he's sent it on other platforms. But this is just SoundCloud friggin' alone, right? And it goes to show just like, you know, the staying power of records that you guys may put out, right? If you can really find whatever your the best version of you is, right? That combination of, you know, the beats that you rap or sing to, as well as you know, kind of what you do on it, the mix that you may have. You know, I felt like this is definitely one of the ones in the top 5. And I've said, you know, if there was a record to get Snoop Dogg on, Warren G, Exhibit, freaking Too Short, all the artists that I had mentioned, you know, it's that one. And yes, he has, you know, some other ones in there, you know, as well that, you know, come to mind. But, you know, perfect summer record. That production is basically what I was talking about, right? Like on the Tupac, you know, kind of record. You know, it's like if you were to do not a similar production, but just like on this one, you can tell he got in that authentic West Coast sound. Like you would mistake him like straight up for an artist who was, you know what I'm saying, out here. And to do it well in the same way that Tupac did, right? Because Tupac wasn't originally from LA, right? But he came out here and basically embodied the sound perfectly in a way where I don't think a lot of artists, you know, could, right? There are certain artists who just like, they have that full on like New York sound, or it may be, you know, really, you know, Southern or something like that. And, you know, it would have still felt like, you know, okay, it was somebody from out there who came out here. And Tupac just kind of like, somehow he was able, and he didn't really change his style. I think it's just more the production that changed. If you listen to Brenda's Had a Baby, and then what he did with Digital Underground and like some of the earlier stuff, and he did have, you know, more hip hop, you know, centric stuff at a certain time, you know, it changed sort of like with the type of production. And you know, so as soon as you hear California love, you're like, oh shit, right? Conflicted, Blue Jay. Let's go.
Conflicted. I feel so restricted.
It goes.
Complicated. Wanna know who's in my bed.
Let's go.
Pressure keeps growing, I know it. Everyone got a motive. Let me be. Let me be. Pleasure is tainted.
Man, you take me back to the 90s.
Going through motions. Let me breathe.
It's all her too.
Let me breathe. Over and over again, I find myself stumbling. Over and over again, I find myself grumbling. Over and over again, I find myself stumbling. Over and over again, I find myself grumbling. Memories float in and out of my head.
Sing it.
Complicated. Wanna know who's here instead. Pressure keeps growing, I know it. Everyone got a motive. Let me be. Let me be. Pleasure is tainted with poison. My body going through motions. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. Over and over again, I find myself stumbling. Over and over again, I find myself grumbling.
Yeah.
Over and over again, I find myself stumbling. Over and over again, I find myself grumbling.
Listen, the crazy thing is, I don't you come to the show enough, notoriously, I usually don't like records where like artists will use a lot of, you know, layers and vocals and, you know, don't allow their main vocal to shine. But you had harmonization pretty much, you know, the whole way and whatnot. You know enough to know that like if you're gonna go in there with layers, it's not gonna be all the same one tone, right? You had high tones, you had low tones, like you got in there, and you like honestly, you did the work that like your backup singers basically would have needed to do. We expect that on records for the most part. Hold on, let me turn this on. On records, you know, often you'll hear that on the song, and then when it comes to the band performing live, you know, you'll hear the rest of the band basically taking on those tones or something like that if they don't get backup singers, you know, themselves. But this was a very nice vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are very consistent with these. We absolutely love the production that was you know, added within here. I know, like, Fresh would have definitely, you know what I'm saying, hopped on that. He loves to rap on stuff like that. Laylo as well. You know, it's another record that we would love to see live. The dopest thing though, right, is like she often performs live. It's one of the few artists from the community that be posting stuff when y'all be performing live, man. And you know, she performs at decent venues that are, you know, dope, intimate, you know, lounges, open nights, open mics. But you get to hear that, you know, that just like perfect, you know, sound and you know, see what she can do. She has videos as well, so make sure that you tap in to that. This right here is something that you know, I'd like to still see, like maybe another sort of like mix, you know, go around within it, but I like the performance and potentially a video for that, you know. I did want to remind you as well, I know you have a lot of stuff that I just possibly haven't heard on your SoundCloud. Don't be afraid to, you know, come to the show and send some of that, you know, as well or whatnot, right? Again, I don't have all the time to go through a lot of your guys's like whole catalogs, and I hate to basically, you know, listen to stuff without being able to give you guys that reaction or whatnot, right? So I do hope you guys get to the show. That way I can actually listen to a lot of things for the first time, you know, here, and, you know, be able to hear that. Yeah, exactly. Like, so Mr. Fresh said SWV vibes, right? And like, again, it's crazy that she can give SWV vibes, but like by herself, right? It's like just her. And then she can get in there. Like, now it makes me want you to do a remix of Rain. Do your rendition or whatnot, right? But like, let me see. I can remix the beat or something. I'll make it different. Let me see. What'd you say? Also slightly. Oh, that was on a different one. You had said something, but for some reason it didn't. Pulled up. Let me see. So definitely do that. Also getting a mix just recorded 30 minutes ago. Ah, snap! Well, thank you for allowing us to hear it freshly squeezed. You know what I'm saying? Is that the earliest we've got a record? Right? You know what I'm saying? Who can beat 30 minutes ago? Right? You know what I'm saying? Can you make a record 1 minute ago and then sit that shit? Let me see. I do want to do like same day challenges and then like see whoever's the first to turn in their record with the concept, then, you know, wins a free spin on the wheel.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey.
All right, back in the building. Let's go. We got stupid tag for you. Wait, is it a real tag? I don't know if this is a real or if this is something completely different. Let's see. What the freaking potato? I don't know if I ever want to eat a whole tomato, but when I was a kid I used to always play with Play-Doh, and then my mom be mad because he stepped on all my Legos, and then she freaking fuck you, asshole. He heard his shit. Hey, the times, you know that.
I got a bad feeling about this.
You suck. Fuck you, nigga.
It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, freaking 10 with it heaven. I'm chilling. I don't know why, but I'm in the building. And put your hands up right now if you all can feel this. And
Y'all don't even know like what the hell I'm gonna do, but I could sit down and do this show here or up on the floor or maybe on the ceiling. I don't know if I really wanna tell y'all that freaking I'm just sitting here and chilling. Listen, all of y'all children maybe need to go to sleep, but back in the days that would always listen to Jodeci, and there's a lot of beats that y'all see me that like I know I keep, but I don't want to buy like half of them because I know I'm cheap. I randomly am freestyling to y'all shit that is pack. If y'all freaking like tried to freestyle and y'all quit, then y'all don't know why the hell that I'm telling y'all all that y'all are freaking cool. I have never called any y'all garbage, and I will try to get tough and like go down. I also don't know like any of y'all pronouns, and everybody knows that when it comes to this shit that they say, it's freaking either like really silly or profound. Okay, let me stop it. Let me go in here. Actually like that. That was Raheem Batna. Obviously a lot of little, you know, things at the beginning there before it becomes, you know, a little bit of a beat, you know what I'm saying? Perfect for a little bit of a cutaway kind of situation, you know what I'm saying? Just like a little break screen or some kind of like ad, you know what I'm saying? Here are the times when we're streaming next week or whatever kind of, you know what I'm saying, thing. But also for an artist, right? I really do like the production in there, and I feel like someone real can you know, jump in and hop on that. No doubt. All right, hold on, Big Joe.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle.
Every Nissan Frontier is what? You lying to me.
Big Joe going crazy in this bitch, yo.
Big Joe with lower than low. It might be too loud.
I'm the opposite of rich. What do I do? I need money. What about you? Just slide me a band. Anything helps. Will you slide me $1 if I say help? I got robbed from my fake chain. I hope you can understand a part of this pain. My scores I get, what do they get? If you're robbing me, that person's insane. My food stamps get robbed. What do I do? I'm really sad. I need to get through. I really need money that I can get to. I count on my money. All I have is one too. The bowl at church. Yeah, for me. If you want to live that life,
I don't want it. If this is what love feels like, you can keep it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
You can have it. You can have it. Check it out. Go. Listen, okay, so this one is just the mix. It's just the overall mix, man. You know what I'm saying? At least for right now. Lot of stuff going on. Like, it's like I like the beat too, right? Which kept me in there for a little bit longer. But, you know, it did feel like there was so much going on. And like you're getting lost a little bit behind a lot of that, you know what I'm saying, bass and stuff like that. So there are certain things that do need to be either EQ'd in a certain way or turned down so it doesn't impede on your ability to basically, you know, kill this record. The other thing that is, it was only going to be 1 minute too, right? So the fact that we had to cut it before that, right? You know, you got a lot of work to do, at least on that mix side, but why only do, you know, 1 minute unless you don't think the beat is that good? Because when I really like something, I want to stay in that song for as long as possible. I want people to be able to spend time with it, because I know that there will be some people who only will, you know, potentially get to hear one version or like just like one song from us. You know, people will go out an entire lifetime only hearing one something of us and probably nothing ever again after they feel like, nah, I don't, the majority of stuff I've tried to hear I just don't like or whatnot, so they sort of like tap out, right? You know, you'd be lucky to be able to get as much time as possible. I'd say just go back in, do your freaking thing, come back, bring it back, or you can always send a different record, and that might net different results with a different mix. Because unless you're just like rapping 15 different songs with the same beat, that's the only way that would happen.
That was gay.
All right, this one
by
Pull
Devo.
a bitch, hoes mad when they found out that I used to fuck their brother another dad.
Not again.
Now I'm sad like I'm ex. I try to text him cause I'm trying to fucking smash. Says she slob, I'm a knob, sending photos of my cock. Try to send you all these photos, now you trying to fucking block. She left me, now I'm lonely. I might have to fuck my homies. I'm watching my little pony, thinking can I fuck some brodies? I don't like this, and I don't like that. I just fuck kids, and I like that. And I might choose.
Man, listen, I mean, it's like I said we have to have standards every time.
I think that I'm the only dork here who's laid in a brain. I gotta ask my freaking doctor what it takes to be strange. I will hit you fucking rappers in the face with a cane while you on a fucking train watching snakes on a plane. I just... I don't know what the hell happened.
Where's the gunship?
It's like, if you dial it back some, I feel like there are people who would rock with you, right? But you overdo everything, right? Because even though we know you're playing, if there's remotely a truth to half of the shit you're saying, right? You kind of will look some type of way to a group of people, right? And you go, it doesn't feel like you have a filter at all, right? Because whether it was a race, you know, sort of again a religious, you know, group, like, you know, you pretty much, you know, go ham on that. And like, there is a genre for shock value material, right? Like I always say, like Bizarre was pretty much at the top of that when it came to the members of D12. Like he was the one who was like, I can barely, there's still a line that I can't repeat that he said, you know, but even that we was like, bruh, man, you need to tone it down and shit. Cause we know like you're just, you know, playing around. But at some point, right? Like people will hold you accountable. It'll be Neon all over again. And hold on, you might have to hold it. You might have to hold it, Rio, because we only have 30 minutes. I gotta leave at 9, and then if anything, I can probably come back and then we'll start with the takeover. But I don't know if I would get done with the full album in that 30 minute time frame or whatnot. So I could give you a honorary free one song skip to hold you over at least for freaking now or whatnot. Again, you popped up a little bit later. And I've been told I have to go get. Let me see, what did you say? 1 minute mode. That 1 minute mode? I mean, I could jump into that, but I didn't want to yet. I didn't want to. That's because Rio was gonna have a full super mega ultra. It's like a full out. It's like 12 songs. You know what I'm saying, at least, right? So hopefully he heard it. He was like, "Hey, I'm about to send it now, bye." No. All right, man. We got Dale Jennings with "Fucks to Give." What up, man? Welcome back. Once again, we got 30 minutes left. It's Jigs.
This shit's so crazy. It ain't been like this in what I was just started, but hold on, let me write this down right quick. If there ever was a fuck that I could give, I still ain't got it yet. TTG, I'm trying to go and I don't see me stopping yet. I bet I missed, but that's a brick and I hit number net. My pronouns are try me if you want, ID as a threat. 99 problems and I still got ones I can't avoid. Same thing, they ease the pain, those a vision, but feels the void. Going through so much shit and still ain't been through it. I'll find out forever, ain't forever. Infinity till tomorrow. And I'm learning to now. investment. I got people that invest in me. Haters that I never met. Memories that I can't forget. Fortune over fame, can't be no victim to this industry. Challenges and charges, I won't pull up in no limousine. Fell asleep in Jamaica, ain't I woke up in the film.
See if I should jump in a
Had to get my weight up, this shit heavy with no creatine. Ultimate opportunities, that there always that possibility. Daughter get older and she ain't even met her brother yet. Morals, I got standards, I got hoes, I ain't even fucked them yet. Threesomes with the bestie, I still go back and forth with my ex. Toxic, but that's just what I attract. So what would you expect? If there ever was a fuck that I could give, I still ain't got it yet. TTG, I'm trying to go and I don't see me stopping yet. I bet I miss, but that's a brick and I hit number net. My pronouns are try me if you want an idea as a threat. 99 problems and I still got ones I can't avoid.
Appreciate that.
Same thing they used to paint those a vision but feels the void. Going through so much shit and still ain't been through it. I found out forever ain't forever. Infinity till tomorrow. But before I do way out of sight, out of mind, isolation, I'm all on the range. Emotionally damaged, I dealt with abandonment as a teenager, but I overcame. I tend to get in my feelings when I'm in my thought, but I'm still thanking God for the change. I still thank God for the wisdom and knowledge, but I'ma still crash if you play with my name. Life is amazing, it is what it is, till then I am forever gon' stick to the plan. Hurt my little heart when I lost my baby, I had to move on, so I fucked on a friend. My time's traded, I still live for love in the places I lost it, but I'm just a man. I'm with the members, I not with the noggin, I send them and I get you talked on the land. I pray for peace and I pray for forgiveness, no rest for the wicked. This shit can get ignorant, add fuel to the fire. I'm still walking through hell for a stairway to heaven. I'm built a little different. I got my ways on my days, but I'm silent. No 999, I'm no less than 1,000. I send the flash, I might get on your ass, put your dick in the dirt, disrespecting my boundaries. If there ever was a fuck that I could give, I still ain't got it yet. TTG, I'm trying to go and I don't see me stopping yet. I bet I miss, but that's a brick and I hit number net. My pronouns are try me if you want an idea as a threat. 99 problems and I still got ones I can't avoid. Same thing they used to paint those a vision but feels the void. Going through so much shit and still ain't been through it. I found out forever ain't forever. Infinity till tomorrow. Run that.
And a lot of people thinking who don't even really know if they really need a whole dollar, but I could. Say that I need some, but not. The matter of fact, you know what? I can say something that shocks. Yeah.
Dope beat. Dope rhymes, you know what I'm saying? There's a consistency to what Jig is able to do, and if you can hear, right, he has a voice that is also, you know, very, you know, distinct. You know, it has that aspect of, you know what I'm saying? Like if you get in there, you speak, we will listen. I've heard you get in there, you know, with full on, you know, bars on all types of, you know, different beats, and you know, you make a lot of records that are good to cruise to as well. This sort of fits in that. The other thing that I appreciate you for is the fact that you are one of the many artists who are willing to go past that 2 minutes, right? We will hear many artists of today's sort of, you know, stature again, who will come out today, and a lot of your beliefs are, you know, you need to make quicker records that just, you know, get in and get out, right? But you forget about radio. You forget about the fact that if you're on a playlist full of other artists, if your song is short, it goes to your song and then immediately to someone else's song or a commercial or something like that. Same thing with radio. So you don't want to make shorter songs. You just want to make better, longer songs, right? And basically, if you don't feel like doing that little bit extra, right, to sort of get you past that 2 minutes or whatnot and figuring out what that is, then you're rapping on the wrong beat. Right? Because I feel like the right ones will always make it, will be like, nah, like I need to force myself to add something on this because I love it so much. Like if I've really heard a beat that I've loved, I've never just wanted to only leave one verse and then, you know, give or take a chorus on something. You know, it makes you want to like either rip the whole thing myself, right, and do a lot more, or add features that, you know, make the worthwhile so we can sit in there a little bit longer and stuff like that. So it's up to you guys to really figure a lot of that, you know what I'm saying, out when and if you'll caen. Win and ETH, you kind. All right, let me see what we got back in. Yeah, I don't know if we could do it in like 20. We'd have to like, I don't know. Let me think. We have 20 minutes or so. Now I don't know if we would get through all of them. We could try, right? We could try essentially because it's 8:40. I gotta leave in probably like 20 minutes. What I'll do for now, let's like do this in sections if we can, right? So I'll do we'll do a 2-song back to back.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all need pizza, so I make weird music. I got pizza if you need them. PayPal me. You see me on the playground.
We'll start with that.
Yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded.
See where we're at.
They call me in 'cause I stay clowned. You wanna stay down then?
We'll start with that, see where we're at, and then see if we can continue. If people are confused about what is happening, so Al Rio won a Super Mega Ultra takeover skip on our show. What is that? Essentially, it's like up to 12 songs in the back-to-back fashion or whatnot. However, he happens to pop up 20 minutes before I gotta like roll out. And so I'm trying to even see if I'm be able to get those in. So we're gonna
chillin' like a villain, it's my Hollywood flow.
See how much we can get through.
World with my Hollywood hoe. Northside baby, puff a lot of weed smoke, yeah. I've been healing this year. Stay 100, you see, you ain't make yourself clear. He ain't make it back home. He ain't know that shit real. Talk a heavy big game out of small big deal, yeah. All my marbles daily squallow. Pull my pain off in the bottle. Say now Houston, we got a problem. Break that leaf down, smoke that bud while I'm riding with my good shit. All she want is face. She addicted to the skull, yeah. Headshot while I'm pimping hoes in parking lot. Roll tide, Weezy, RIP, you with my brother now. Rio versus Southern, let my alter ego fuck around. Freaky bitch, say come get this pussy or just fly her out. Real shit, most my rap legends are in the South. Them drug lords lay low, cargo in route. Bet on self, my nigga, fuck whoever count you out. Yes, my favorite color blue, but only blood in my house. Freaking tell it, bitch, too legit to quit. What you got on Rick? Down on knees, breaking every trick. Every nigga bleed, don't you ever think you can't get. You gon' grind or not, all I know be broke or go get rich. Bitch, hell yeah, I don't know you did, no apologies. Obviously you rapping bullshit. Drop my nuts on these, don't bother me. Steak medium rare, Rio gotta eat. Logically, all I see is hoes, niggas Swiss cheese. Break bread and we sip wine. 4 pounds from my baby 9. I choose me over you and I. No Scarface, but the world is mine. Word from TM, baby, starve or grind. Big word.
Oops. Shit. Hopefully I didn't mess up the sound over here, but so Rio, Hollywood, yo. I appreciate, of course, the work that you put forth on these songs and whatnot, right? If you're hearing him for the first time, you know, he came a long way. I've heard earlier records that I still love, you know, from him, but I always want to point out that you guys sometimes reach a point where you upgrade a little bit, right? You have more confidence, you sort of rap on, you know, what are the right beats, you get the right mixes to your record so people can really appreciate the record without feeling like there's too much that needs to be done. And I feel like, you know, he started to hit those points. He's put, you know, money into, you know, going and recording at studios. And, you know, we appreciate being able to hear, you know, some of these for that. So keep it up. Keep it up. That one right there. You know, I'd literally play that back to back with the record we had from, you know, Jig Jennings and you know, remain cruising, you know what I'm saying, as we are writing down. We have your second one. Again, we're gonna try to play as many of the ones that we can, in case people don't believe that we have. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Nah, ain't no hook, it's just a whole verse.
There is no such thing as a super mega ultra.
Gather to the death of me, my people win. Rain, sleet, or snow, ain't no sleeping in. Get your money right, avoid to ever lose. Win different states, yeah, countries too.
Go ahead, fire emojis.
Grounder, yeah, temporary dreams. Catch his reaction and we make it to a meme. Bless my young bulls, hope they all grow supreme. Swagging on these dummies, Marley Gang be the team.
I told you.
Talking to myself like I'm talking to a ghost. Jono, big brother, if you know, then you know. We done break bread on this living room floor. I remember nights sleeping living room floor. Janky ass promoters with their Hollywood schemes. Everything glitter, not gold, not a bling. Bitch say she pregnant, not my child, Billie Jean. I done did a lot in life, not proud of some things. Old school aura got me cruising out in Florida. One-way ticket, I done bought my way to Georgia. Music hitting Southwest, found myself in Austin. How the fuck I
Either
fell off a
tonight or
nigga,
tomorrow.
never lost it. Don't believe the bullshit, they just all talk. Big shoes to fill, many miles you gotta walk. What you got to lose, felt 17 lost. Putting belt to ass, pussy niggas playing soft. Cash phone full, gotta keep a count. Make a large amount, just in case of drought. Back against the wall, all we knew was fight. With every one success, one dies in life. Win, baby, win, don't you block your blessings. Cruising 45 out in Houston,
Y'all can send skips to get in between.
Had to change settings.
Some of these
money
as well.
Over niggas, money over bitches. 1792 is what I'm sipping.
Yep.
A late night drive riding through the city. I fuck her cause her pussy good, the sex is healing. Major contradictions, I'm like, what is feelings? Understood assignment, I done changed from the ways. Find you some peace, never fold, get paid. Bow my head to pray, amazing grace. Escaping all barriers was my darkest place. Keep it real, motherfucker, you ain't gotta fake. Remember, motherfucker, there's a time and place. Not worry about your doing, nigga, real straight. They ask about my doings, tell them real great. The city where it's no love, pub pass, pull up. Never gave two fucks, now we all grown up. Man up, fuck your clout, you niggas never showed up. Every man for himself, get it off your shoulders.
Yeah,
you gotta get it off your shoulders. Get it off your shoulders. Get it off your shoulders.
You hear what I heard? Someone.
Get it off your shoulders.
Get it off your shoulder. I don't even know what to do, but I'm a soldier. Everybody knows.
Long live King Juno. Let's get it.
There's a lot of times I don't even know what to do without my mind.
All right. So once again, man, I wish you could hear the earlier stuff just to be able to hear the difference of, you know, what I'm talking about, right? Because there's a difference in just like, again, the overall, you know, comfortability, the cadence, the overall feel. It's as if, like, you know, whatever record that he did record, you know, in that fashion, set that, you know, or lit that match, you know what I'm saying, that basically set everything else, you know, on you know, fire or whatnot. There would be a repetition, you know, within here, because you did sort of like rap in the same, you know, sort of, you know, ways, you know, throughout. But what you were saying was still dope. Again, when the only time that I think we really feel some type of way is if it feels like the artist isn't really saying, you know, anything, and they're just kind of saying words to just get in there and rhyme with some, you know, shit and not really, you know, trying to sustain and you know, make something that means something, right? Once again, as we proceed to continue.
I just need you to. Can you please just go?
We have 10 minutes.
I make weird music. I got beats, so if you need them, PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in 'cause I stay clowning. You wanna stay grounded?
We have 10 minutes. Essentially.
Yeah. Say, baby, let me spit a bug in here.
Then I freaking again if I can.
Baby girl, you know your ass be so fat.
It's called smut.
Loving me, you like your feelings hurt. Fuck all that bullshit, it's in the dirt. Got her to the depth, baby, I'm earth. Shining like a star, baby, you blown. You think at it, you big grab it, it's you. I'm trying to see about you, what it do. What it do. Let me see you out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there. Let me see you out there, out there, out there, out there, out there. Let me see you out there. Baby girl, you know you be the one. We can make a princess or a son. Fuck where your ass, baby, where you going? We can hit the road, we out.
I can probably only do 2 more from this
Beat
one.
that pussy down and make you proud.
With the time that we have, because I got 10 minutes.
City, you know the sounds. She started in my face and going down. Going down. Let me see you out there.
So I'll do Feel Good.
Up there, up there, up there, up there, up there. Let me see you out there. Up there, up there, up there, up there.
I'll do Feel Good and Sober.
Up there. Let me see you out there.
Let me see you figure out that.
Oh, baby, I like it how you throw it back. Throw it back. Boots on the ground, baby girl, you need a fan. I'm Johnny Guitar Watson, I'm your Superman. No, she not around, I ain't like that. No, new baby, can't get your ice back. Tell my new baby she be the one. We party the night lights been to the sun. Let me see you out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there. Let me see you out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there. Let me see you out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there.
But like people would definitely like this one. I bet you you're right that there's another time where you ain't never gonna get your wife back, cause there's another time I watched the Empire Strike Back and didn't even really know like there was lots of white cash, boy. Like when you freaking figure out like all the poop that those things have freaking laid, they have to wipe that up and then. Okay, so this one, another one that I do love within there, because I love vibes, right? I love something that's just freaking chill, you know, has a little bit of a vibe, you know, so you can swing side to side. And another cruising record. Shit just called this whole album Cruising to Rio or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got in there, did your thing or whatnot. Again, we can't waste any more time. But I do like that one, and you know, doing a video project to all these records, man. I'm saying that's where it's at. Hopefully, it's something in the cards.
Cause your smoke is so surreal. Drink up, no one's sober here.
Can you please
relax that shit though? Can't feel my lips just flow. How did I get over here?
Yeah,
get over here. Cause your smoke is so surreal. So surreal. Drink up, no one's sober here.
Light it up, light it up, light it up.
Relax that shit though. Can't feel my lips just flow. How did I get over here? Tequila sipping that Cozumel. Seem like you know time and good. Got one life, let's live it well. Armed up in your bathing suit, sun's out, buzz out. Loud pack of that Zaza. Forgot what in hell we talking about. Doing all this fun shit like how in hell did time fly. Cruise breeze, we oceanside, eating ranch greens. Know I'm talking about nightlife. Cruise city with the top down. Man, this bitch show man interest. She fuck with me, yeah, it's going down. Pack my bags, hit the west side. Knew that be the best coast. Cali love on that Pac shit. And Dr. Dre was death row. Beat the pussy on the first night. Can she be my wife? Yes. All I smell is cocoa butter on soft skin and sundress. She like it when I slow grind. I usher her a confess. Sipping all of this more wet. Bodies clashing like a protest. Gotta go with your moves. It's just me and you. Love all on my body, baby. Let's act a whole damn fool. Yeah.
You got more comfortable when you're singing too?
Relax this shit through. Can't feel my legs just flew.
Okay.
How did I get over?
Guess what else we'll get?
Do
I
you
don't
think
know
about, do you think about, do you think about me? Think about me. Ooh. Think about me, baby.
I know she be freaking thinking. At the time when you either smoking or you drinking and you wanna go and get the whole equipment.
Lady lover, do you think about, do you think about, do you think about me? Yeah, cause your smoke is so surreal. Drink, I'm not one sober here.
Nice.
Cause your smoke is so surreal. Drink, I'm not one sober here. Realize that you do. Can't feel my legs just flow. How did I get over here?
Good job. I like that. Good vibes. Decent melodies within there. And like dog, big shout out to your engineer, man. You know what I'm saying? When you find a good combination, you know, at which whatever you're doing, right? Stick with that. Because, you know, you're always gonna need to compare, you know, all of your records, you know, together anyways. But I feel like when an engineer loves, you know, your work, they just know what to do with, you know, all the elements, when to sort of throw effects on certain things and sort of, you know, throw an echo and things like that there. And, you know, I just noticed those sort of, you know, little things. Definitely a record I would have probably had wanted to get on. Nice vibe there, you know, overall. And again, that is one I don't think that I've heard, you know, before, so nice little surprise. Last one.
Don't it feel good being you?
Before we roll out.
Don't it feel good being you? And I know good things come through. Yeah. Don't it feel good being you? Don't it feel good being you? And I know good things come through. The night is young, puff exotic weed while we oceanside. Cruising by the beach, now that's Ocean Drive. A different tax bracket, I'm in overdrive. Tell you do it big, meaning overside. Pour for the homies who no longer live. Get your money up and have a different feel. Out west, say sativa hitting different here. She say I never call, the phone work both ways. Egg scrambled, soft, crisp, bacon, sipping OJ. Last night, party hard, vibing, what's the mood? Celebrating life like there's nothing to lose. Fresh off a stunting on you bitch ass fools. Came out of privacy, come glance at the dude.
Yeah,
Cooking with Rio, I romancing with food. Baby kick back coming out of her shoes. Hold up. it feel good being you? Don't it feel good being you? Yeah. And I know, good things come through. Yeah.
He said,
don't it feel good being you?
And then he said,
don't it feel good being you?
After that,
and I know, good things come through. Smelling good, looking nice. All that, I can think 100 ways just to spoil that. Money, sex, weed, what a big invest. Fuck it, had a time of your life. All I need is you doing right, or move it to the left. She say she like girls, let another bitch help. Touch her right spot to make her pussy lips melt. Cash got grown, let's take another trip. Louisiana, baby, where the fuck we go from here? See y'all flirting, getting out of hand. Talking French kiss, Paris, take a flight to France. 94.5 playing Luther Jams. SFS New Orleans on SummerSlam. Or maybe catch Coachella all week in Cali. Then take our ass back to Dallas. Yeah. Don't it feel good being you? Don't it feel good being you? And I know. I did not know. Don't it feel good being you? Don't it feel good being you? And I know.
Yes, I did. When I'm back in it. A lot of times when I was a little kid, my mom would get a freaking lunch and start packing it in my backpack and shit. And I would be like, hey, there's no freaking way that I'm freaking not eating all of that and shit. Cause it was good.
Don't it feel good being you? Don't it feel good being?
We're like ironically on our way out.
Good things come through.
Ironically, you'll never know how good the chronic be. All of y'all are freaking probably want to make a song with me. And all of y'all are hopefully like always get along with me. And y'all are strong and see we always. Now listen, first off, I appreciate that record right there, as do all Ariel's records. But I'm seeing more and more confidence, man. That's the thing that I appreciate, right? When I can see you guys as artists getting better song, per song, and then over the years, like really trying to figure yourself out. Eventually, again, you hit that point where you just know how to make, better music. You're more confident with it. You're not guessing if it's good. You just, know whatnot, right? You hear the melody that you should sing on a chorus, and it's the right thing, right? It works for, what I'm saying, we would hear there, and then, when you go through the verses, you had, these same confidence, man. So again, man, I want to give you a round of applause. Consistency and elevating is what it's about. People want to be able to know, like, yes, that, what genre, what sound that you're able to have, but also if you're universal, if you can sort of, go into, different lanes and really have the same confidence. Like, again, there's nowhere that someone can't invite you when it comes to like events or if it's getting on a certain mixtape or something like that. Like, you just gotta have something that matches up, with whatever the thing is. And again, I appreciate you. So we'll try to adjust I guess the amount that we did. Like, I put them in as, what was it? I did two song back-to-backs, and I threw in another one, which was like 5. I don't have time for one more at all. But we'll give you however many we had left. We'll pretty much give you those as, the remainder of the takeover or whatnot. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. Maybe 7, you know what I'm saying, more or whatnot. But we'll take care of those, next time. Again, if we can come back, tonight, we will, and we'll do that. And, we'll sort of
start these things or whatnot. For anybody else who might have not got played, I appreciate you guys for your time as well as feedback. And again, we'll try again on the next episode. Be sure to follow us and subscribe to our platform so you know exactly when we are going live the next time. As well as, you know, I try to take some of the posts that you guys, you know, when you send your music and or we have a lot of moments on the show, I'll try to post those on our, you know, platforms as well. If you want to mandatorily be one of those pieces of content, skip and clips are the way to do it. I always hit that record button and then I'll, you know, upload your stuff over time or whatnot. But yeah, we'll see you guys.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so